ho, 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 merry motherfuckers. Welcome to the Gore podcast. I am your not so mean, fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in. However, as you know, I can't bring the shit show alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved.
Ho, ho, homies.
There we go. That works. I was going to try to go like sexy snowman of the something. Of
the South Pole.
Something. All right. We have started off that Dark Lord knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Crispin.
Ho, 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 bitches.
Sorry, Chad's got that ball flying across his face. It'll be okay. We have the Dean of the Deceased, Lord Scuba, the host with the ghost, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
I'm just a guy looking for my ho-ho-hos.
That's right. Speaking of which,
oh, no.
I watched one of our favorite movies the other day, Santa's Sleigh.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Ho-ho-hos. And we have that killing machine, that delicious meat mountain, or that gabagool, Mr. Bobby Monet.
Good evening, everybody. And Christmas is literally around the corner.
Bob, how's that meat market treating you, man? Those commercials look solid as fuck on Friday.
You know, I got to tell you, business has been booming.
Solid.
And a lot of people are asking for the white sauce. I said, you know, you're just going to have to come on Christmas Eve because I've come enough.
That happens.
Oh.
There you go. The gingerbread houses have been made.
Hey.
Gross. All right. Today we are talking for our Christmas episode, 2024's Terrifier 3. This is a Scuba Steve pick. Thank you, Scoobs. And this rounds out, we are all cut up, or we will be all cut up at the end of this episode on the Terrifier, all of the movies so far, including the prequels. So, or well, whatever you want to say. Unorthodox prequel.
Did I not send the notes?
Do we not have notes? I haven't looked. I'm sorry. I'm sharing at the moment, so I apologize.
I thought I sent it.
I was just going through I didn't want to say it, but I was just going through my email. I'm like,
sorry.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Bob. Always say that shit.
Man. I don't have them. Uh-oh. I'm like, did I delete them? I went through everything. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't think you did, Chad.
I'm doing it right now. Don't worry.
You're good.
Okay, we're good.
I would have made up a synopsis for the movie, you know.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I would have looked it up. You know.
And okay, so
Art goes to hell, literally.
Wow.
Bobby, what's yours again, real quick?
We're going to talk about that.
Robert Amon 90 at.
All I needed.
Continue it for everybody that potentially might listen too.
I did to send them yesterday.
It's all good.
That's all good. So obviously, the boys and myself, we all hung out on Friday. Hopefully, you caught our episode. We were chilling with our main man, fucking Gene, the dancing machine, and well, that homie helped us run the episode for our 2026 draft. So all our movies have been decided. A man right next to us right here, he has already put his pen to the paper and potentially has gotten the entire year already set and organized.
Yeah, I might tweak it a little bit here and there.
Right. No finalizations yet, but say like
in
the 90s.
First couple months is definitely set in stone. It looks really solid. I don't want to change that.
First month, solid as fuck, bro. 100%. But we're going to do what we always do anyways and talk about maybe what we did in the past couple of days, maybe what was anything we didn't do. We're going to keep it short, sweet, because we know we want to talk about this movie tonight. So, Mr. Santa, if you could please.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Boys and girls, it's time for your slice of life.
That was fantastic. I love that. Chad Daddy, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad. You know, this week I finished my first week at the new position at my old job, so it went pretty smoothly.
Nice.
It's a nice little desk job. I can I have a lot of spare time right now, so I get to do other things. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Then this weekend, you know, got to hang with my boys on Friday night and do the draft. We had a lot of fun doing that. And let's see, what else did I do? Saturday was, bowling with the kids. I watched Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
We partook in the Phasmophobia Winter's Jest, which is still going on. And that's really about it. Just keep it short and sweet. Lord Scuba Cabra, how about you, brother?
Same thing, man. Hung out with you boys Friday night for a hell of an episode. I have to say that was probably I don't know, one of the funnest episodes that we've had.
Oh,
It was,
100%,
dude, it
dude.
was
Oh,
awesome. So
absolutely.
thank you once again to Gene for running it, because without him, I don't think it would have gone as smoothly as it did. Once
Definitely
again,
not.
thank you, Chad, for doing all the hard work behind the scenes as well.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
John, great with the
pleasure.
wheel and shit. So it was a great episode. If you guys have not heard it yet or watched it, go watch it. It's awesome. It's a great episode. You get to see what we get for next year and see a glimpse of what is to come next year on the Gore and More podcast. It's going to be awesome. After that, I played some Helldivers with my son. I guilt tripped him into coming over, bought the game for him, but it was really weird. He could not hear anything over the headset at all. Like, I couldn't hear him. He couldn't hear me. We reset the game, turned it off, we were just having hella issues. So he got frustrated. Finally went home. Haven't played with him since. So Gene and I were just kicking ass, doing our thing. And then played some Phasmophobia a little bit. Just a little bit of Phasmophobia on Saturday, not too much. And then we played again last night. And what else? Started my Christmas watch already with Christmas Vacation. Then we watched Home Alone. And I threw on Scrooged. Mel has never seen it.
Oh, I love it.
It's
Oh,
my
you can't
second
go wrong
favorite.
with that movie.
It is number 2 on my Christmas movie list.
Yeah.
I love that movie so much, and Mel watched it, and I don't know if it's because she's emotional because of the pregnancy or what, but she cried. She's very touched at the
Yo,
end.
I
man.
get it.
Hey,
I get it.
I mean,
that
listen,
movie
no,
that movie can hit sometimes.
No, that ending scene where he's
Bill
going
Murray,
on,
when,
it
when
hits.
Bill Murray starts going into his speech at the end, Mel was just full tears,
Hey.
full fucking tears, and I'm like, "Are you crying?"
Best quote from that movie. Charles Dickens would want to see her nipples.
So, yeah, we did that, and then we watched a couple other Christmas movies just to kind of get in the spirit. Started wrapping everything, but Mel decided that this year we're not going to put the presents under the tree right away. We're going to wait till
Oh.
Christmas Eve when Charlie goes to sleep. That way, when she wakes up.
And Santa's just like,
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dress up as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Mel record over the security cameras that we have of me coming down the chimney, because I have, all the cool little editing tools that I have for the wrestling stuff. So I'm going to utilize it to make it seem like I appeared and lay down the presents, sit down, drink some milk and cookies, and show that to Charlie in the morning as well. We've been doing the Elf on the Shelf thing with her, and her thing now is waking up every morning to find out where Scott is. That's what she named the elf. We didn't name it. I said, Charlie, what do you want to, what's his name? She's all Scott.
I like it.
So Scott the elf. We've haven't done anything like funny with him yet, just because I feel like she's too young. So we just move him from spot to spot.
That's all you need to do.
So you
Yeah.
mean to tell me you have not put him in the boiling water yet?
Not yet. No. Maybe next year when she understands a little bit more, we can do like an empty pot of water, or it's like, oops, I accidentally cooked the snowman or something. So we'll see. But that was it, Bobby.
My weekend was same things. Friday, we all got to hang out. The friggin' draft went wonderful. Again, thank you, Chad. Thank you, Gene. Thank you
My
guys
pleasure.
for doing it wonderful. It was great. It was absolutely so much fun. Real quick, also before that, earlier that week, I went and saw the new Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Nice.
If you get a chance to go,
Go.
we were all so just like intrigued the whole time, and it was.
I've never
not-
seen the original.
You don't have to,
Okay.
but
cool.
I would say
But it doesn't hurt.
No. If you can watch it before you see this one, I wasn't expecting the twist that they went with. I really wasn't. I'm like, wait, what? It's brilliant, and we loved it. I loved it. So if you ever get a chance, please go and see that while it's still in theaters.
Solid.
And then this weekend, I worked Saturday night, chilled out actually at home, was watching movies with my mom, and then did I play Phasma? I don't think I played with you guys on Saturday.
played with
John.
me.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
you played with John. Yeah.
on Saturday. Yes.
Scoop
John
shot.
came out of retirement.
Yeah. We were playing.
Look, man,
like,
I was in like a moral like tug of war, because I'm like, damn, John's on. Do I want to go play with John?
I know,
No.
me too.
Fine here.
I mean, I only had one spot, so that's why I
Yeah,
was like,
well,
and that's-
it almost
that's-
kind of worked out, and I was like, don't worry, Bob, come on over.
And
well, that's
then
why
Brody was
like when you guys said you were full, I'm like, oh, Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs, watch the game. 20 minutes later, John, Bob, I'm on. I'm going upstairs to go play with John. I was like, oh,
And we told Brody, go crash their game. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and just start using the cursed objects and shit. I'm like, yes, dude. All the shit you do to us, go do to John tonight.
Oh, we had fun. We did the weekly challenge.
Yeah, that was a good time, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I really the Christmas aesthetic is solid in that shit, dude. For sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
solid
how the
job.
game looks with the Christmas. It looks really cool. So we did that Saturday night. Sunday was another. I worked trying to sell trees. Everybody's, it's winding down now, and that was it. Really, it today was I had to do a little bit at my other job for a little bit, and same thing, try and sell what we can, and that's it. I'm here to talk about this movie with us, John.
Alrighty, so like the boy said, once again, draft was Friday. Fantastic. If you want to catch that out, go look on our Facebook or our YouTube page. Leave comments, like it, share it, by all means. We also have postings of like our picks, but definitely go check out the episode, man. It was a fun time. I personally, and it's something that I got to discuss with the boys, but I know we all had a good time. Maybe it's not just the draft, but maybe we come up with some game show episodes here and there or something like that. Something little random.
I like the
Yeah,
So
you know what I mean? Just a completely
Horror
different
movie
fucking
trivia, bitches.
yeah, just a completely off the different cusp, something like that, whatever the fuck it may be. Let's see. Saturday, I did one of our first family Christmas things at my sister-in-law's house. It was good, sweet time. Just went out for a couple hours. All the kids are at that kind of like weird, awkward age, so everybody's just getting gift cards. Nobody's like, you know what I mean? Like the physical shit is just well past. But my fat ass is there for the food, dude, and they the way they do it, man, they buy fresh farm animals for the year, man. So they bought a whole pig and they got a half a cow.
Ooh.
So I just had some fresh ass motherfucking ham, dude, and that shit was delicious. Other than that, Sunday, I did the I don't even know what you want to call it. Pretty much, I was in the kitchen all day. I was making cookies, so I went out that morning at 9:30, got supplies at 3 different locations and all the other shit. Came back, started baking around 12:30, maybe close to 1. Didn't get done till like 6 o'clock or so. The kiddo helped me with the cutouts, and she gave out as soon as we started decorating about 10 of them. She's like, I'm done with this. All right, fair enough. So decorated that. Then I made this graham cracker like coffee fudge bar thing.
Oh, I've heard of that,
Dude, it's so good, super easy to make.
No,
And then
my mother is, I believe, tomorrow making like a Christmas crack bark.
So yeah, graham crackers on the bottom. Then in a pot, you do 2 sticks of butter. I think it's a cup of brown sugar, light brown sugar, and a cup of crushed pecans. And I finally crushed them the fuck up, dude.
Yeah,
And then so then once you boil that up, dude, you put it on top of the graham crackers, bake that shit 7 minutes, pop back out, throw chocolate bars on it, cover it, let it melt, then spread it.
Listen,
Dude, fucking money.
My mom's doing it with pretzels. Add a little bit in there for that little sweet, salty, just a little bit.
Well, I would do that,
cool.
but my third thing is I went the super cheap, good old, I don't even know what you would want to call it, but take the little waffle pretzels, dude.
Oh,
And Hershey Kisses on top. You toast them for 6 minutes to get them soft. And you fucking put an M&M in there, and now it looks like a weird fucking belly button, but they're delicious, dude.
You're coming to my house next year, and we're doing this shit together. It's called Gore More Baking, bitches.
I don't know what it was though, man, but dude, that'd be awesome.
I
don't know what it was though. I don't know if it was
there for all of us to do.
I don't know if it was the Star Wars apron or the fact that I'm just baking all these cookies, dude. But every time the wife was coming by, she was smacking me on the ass, dude. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Definitely
It's
the
called
Star Wars apron.
It's called
And that
return
sweet
the
ass,
favor,
I mean.
baby.
Maybe.
That's how it is.
But yeah, I was making them for a work party, but obviously there's a bunch for the home too. And then I got to watch this movie in the midst of that, so that was kind of fun too, because I'm just sitting there making cutouts as I'm watching Terrifier 3. I'm like, this feels oddly fitting. I like this. And I am ready to talk about that right now. So that is 2024's Terrifier 3. Scoobs, this is your pick, buddy. So if you want to give that sweet plot rundown,
Yes, sir.
By all means.
All right. Released October 11th, 2024, 5 years after surviving Art the Clown's Halloween massacre, Sienna and Jonathan are still struggling to rebuild their shattered lives. As the holiday season approaches, they try to embrace the Christmas spirit and leave the horrors of the past behind. But just when they think they're safe, Art returns, determined to turn their holiday cheer into a new nightmare. The festive season quickly unravels as Art unleashes his twisted brand of terror, proving that no holiday is safe. Directed by Damien Leone, Terrifier 2. Written by Damien Leone, All Hallows Eve, Frankenstein versus the Mummy. Produced by Phil Falcone, Joe's War, Terrifier 2. Bobby?
Starring David Howard Thornton, the Mean One, Screamboat as Art the Clown, Lauren Lavira, The Well, Dreaming of You as Sienna Shaw, Elliot Fulham, Get Rolling with Otis, The Calling as Jonathan Shaw, Samantha Scafidi, Demon Hole, Sarah Q as Victoria Hayes.
That's what I call my ex-wife.
Oh,
Oh! Margaret Ann Florence, The Irishman, First One In as Jess Shaw, Bryce Johnson, Skulls 3, Pretty Little Liars as Greg Shaw, Antonella Rose, Fear the Walking Dead, A Sudden Case of Christmas as Gabby Shaw, Jason Patrick, The Lost Boys, Rush as Michael Shaw, Alexa Blair Robertson, One Summer, The Sexpert. Anybody? The Sexpert? Anybody has ever seen it? I don't know. I felt like asking. As Mia and Mason Meckerty.
Mechaleka High.
Exactly. Close enough. Bad Haircut, Hidden Blessings as Cole. Total body count of 23. Does that count the mall scene too, I'm sure? Okay.
I would think so. Yeah.
I had to ask because I'm like, that one looked like it was just way more.
Well, they gave a body count on the news, right?
Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Music by Paul Wiley, The Town Without Halloween, Stream. Cinematography by George Stuber, All Hallows Eve, Frankenstein versus the Mummy. Edited by Damien Leone, All Hallows Eve, Terrifier 2. Effects and makeup by Jason Baker, The Black Phone, The Jester. Distributed by Cineverse. Run time of 125 minutes, not rated. Budget of $2 million and grossed $90.3 million. It's made.
Woo, I'd say that was a success.
I don't know what is if that isn't.
God damn, dude, that's a solid fucking take.
I remember excited to see this in theaters because I did the Terrifier 2 in theaters before they added on. So when this got the saying it was going to be full theatrical release, it was like, oh yeah, baby, all there. And I was not disappointed.
I was right there with you, man, because the year prior, I saw 2 in theaters at a double screening of 1 and 2. So I was like, well, I have to see 3 in fucking theaters at this fucking point. So, Scoobs, you saw this in theaters a couple times, didn't you?
I saw it more than a couple times in theaters.
More than a couple. All right.
Well, because the first time I watched it, I went to go watch it with Dave, with my buddy Dave, and that was the opening night. Actually, I think it was before. It might have been like a sneak preview or something. I went dressed as Santa Art,
Nice.
which was fucking awesome. And then I had to watch it with Mel, and then I think me and Damien went to go watch it, or me and Sam went to go watch it, and then I watched it just a whole bunch of other times. And then once it dropped on digital, I bought it. I ordered. Mel actually ordered me the Steelbook.
Ooh.
They screwed her over, and we didn't get it, so she found one at Walmart, and so now I have 2 different versions of the Steelbook.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah,
dude.
and I have it on VHS.
Nice. Have you watched it on VHS?
I have. It's fucking awesome.
Interesting. I bet that would definitely give it a weird
It gives it that old school vibe.
Yeah, like a sheen.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Brody?
Brody.
Yeah, it gives it that awesome, like, just VHS look that these movies already kind of feel like you need for these movies because of the soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just makes it more awesome.
All right. And Chad, you got to see this when it dropped last year too, right?
Yes,
Or
I
after-
sailed the seven seas and found it.
Yeah.
Arr.
All right. Hey, that's all right. This is
Oh,
what I'm getting at. This is none of our first views.
no,
No.
no.
All right. I gotta say, okay. Going into this, dude, I was a little just like, because as we all do, we remember specific scenes that stick out more than others.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one scene in particular where I'm just like, man, I don't really want to watch that scene again, dude.
Chainsaw to the butt.
No, not even
Not
that.
even that.
It was the glasturbation. I was like, I
Oh yeah.
need to watch that again, dude. Right now, and I know. Okay, listen. Yes, never seen our show or listened to our show. We jump around like motherfucker. We're chaos. We're ADHD, fucking purified. No, it's that scene, and I think it's because in theaters it felt way
Long.
longer
It did.
than it did watching it at home.
Yeah.
And maybe,
Yes.
and I only think this
Yes.
is because you are in the presence of other people.
Yeah.
And I thought about that while watching this movie last year. That scene was happening, and I go, and I don't know if you guys ever do this. There was a brief second in the back of my head. I go, I'm sitting here with my brother-in-law and one of my best friends watching some girl masturbate with a piece of glass. Like that's a really weird thing to just existentially kind of take in for a second, dude. And I think maybe that's what it is.
Well,
See,
Where it's
and,
like now I'm just like, I'm just doing my own thing, watching this. Like,
and my first viewing of that scene, I don't know, man. I'm fucked in the head already, anyways, because I can go to sleep watching horror movies.
So can
scream
I,
soothes
too.
me, you know what I mean?
yeah, I
Mel's
do
always
too.
like, I don't know how you can sleep like that. I'm like, it's calming. Like, leave me the fuck alone. But watching it, I was like, oh my God. What
oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
it was just like this is the
whoa.
most awkward fucking shit.
Definitely watching
I'm
it.
not gonna-
I will say, definitely watching it with my friend wasn't as bad as watching it with my daughter.
Oh God,
All right, that's understandable.
Was
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable as opposed to watching with my buddy next to me go, well, we used to send each other 2 girls, 1 cup all the time. So
Well, that's a different time.
Yeah.
My legitimate first thought in the theater to that scene, I am not even joking. First thought was, I wonder if she's hitting the right spot.
she obviously was.
Yeah, but
I'm like, yeah, she is. Some God
All right.
bless.
I just at least wanted to get that out of the way. But let's jump back to the fucking beginning of this goddamn movie. So, first and foremost, we get a pickup right from the end of number 2.
Which I like because
No,
they
100%,
could have
dude.
they
Yeah.
could have done something different than what they did with how number 2 started. So in the same vein as number 2, we pick up right where we fucking left off.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I always enjoy that shit.
Yeah,
I can't-
I'm right there with you.
It was well, actually, no, we can't even say that because the first opening scene is just him in the house.
Yep.
At Christmas.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The cold open.
So the cold
is-
open is a completely different own little like.
It's
this
almost
isn't
like its own little. It's like its own little mini movie.
Yeah, it's like a little standalone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a
So
little Christmas, because if we look at it chronologically, that obviously didn't happen before everything else that we see.
right.
it would have to happen in
After he
between
got the
him
Santa
getting
suit.
the Santa suit, and I'm thinking him going to the college with the chainsaw.
Yeah,
I'm thinking in that
yeah. That
span of whatever.
I think you're
'cause
right.
I don't
Yeah.
know when else. Not that you really need to think that deep about like when that had to happen. That was just to bring you in, like, hey, here's
This
Art
is what
doing
you're in for.
Christmas shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like 100%
because
And-
wasn't that the initial
teaser.
teaser for
I
the
think
for the
so.
movie?
It was
Yeah.
Hey
part.
mom,
It was part. Yeah, that was part of it.
Hi, Mama
What's up,
Scoobs.
Mama?
Hi, Steve's mom.
hey mom, you should watch this movie. It's a Christmas movie.
No.
Don't do that to your mother.
It's on Peacock or on Paramount for free, or not Paramount,
And Tubi.
Prime, and Tubi.
And Tubi. And
Watch it,
Peacock.
Mom. I'll make her
And,
watch it when she's here
Oh, Jesus.
and record her reactions.
Christmas morning.
Next thing you know, she gets into the chat one day. She's like, "Guys, that was terrible."
Yeah, no. So yeah, okay. So we had our cold open, which okay. Cold open. It feels like, and I'm not, I enjoyed it, but it feels just like, yo, we have to, if we're a boardroom, we got to sit around and we're like, what can we have Art do that's on the level of like very fucked up, but then somehow flip it to where you can laugh at it? Go. And that's just like, that's yeah, right. Because like
literally,
because dude,
yeah.
and Jen offered to watch this, and I was like, nah, you don't have to watch it. Like, I don't want you to put yourself through it because she cannot do squelchy. And I'm like, dude, the first fucking 10 minutes is all squelch, dude.
Yeah.
It's like a
so
squelch fest
squelchy,
before
dude.
the real squelch fest starts
Like,
later. So
that husband in the bed is hamburger fucking meat, dude.
She's gonna watch it with me.
Oh,
Norma, look at that.
The three of us. We told you not to.
apologize.
Just saying
We're
that
warning you.
there. Yeah. So
She's gotta watch Terrifier 2 first, though.
No, you don't double feature it.
I'm glad though the way the cold open ends on a, you just see his shadow looming over the girl. So now it's just up to you.
Yeah, it's up in the air.
Right.
Was he generous?
We don't need to see Art really fucking with like little kids, dude.
Yeah.
Like, is that where 4 is gonna take it? I don't fucking know. I hope not, but now at the same time, he did fuck with little kids in this, but it was an explosion, so it's not. It's almost comical at that point because it's like, dude, what is this, Acme? Like, no, like
That's exactly what that scene was.
it was
a
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yep, that was a Looney Tune scene right there.
If this was not a Terrifier movie, everything would have been exploded, but all the kids would have just been there with like
Covered
all
in
crazy
soot.
fucking burnt. Yeah, soot
hair
and, like,
burnt.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the hair would've been,
exactly.
like, stuck up
Whoa,
and shit.
what was
Yeah.
in that present? I don't know, man. Like,
But you know what? To be fair, that explosion was not Art's fault technically. It was that greedy little fucking kid's fault for opening the fucking present after his
Yeah.
mom told him not to. After his mom told him to get away from there.
But wait. Who handed him the present?
The present was on the ground.
Where did
Art
he
didn't
get-
give him that present.
But where did that present more than likely come from?
100%
It's in his bag. The kid got it out of his
Look,
bag.
Yeah, the kid took it out of
They
Art's
got it
bag.
out of who's exactly.
But
so
he was gonna give
Art
it to somebody.
still-
He
though.
was going to give it to
He was gonna
somebody. But all I'm saying is my boy Art was not responsible for that explosion per se. It's the kid's
I
fault.
mean,
It's
he
the kid's
brought it
fault.
into the mall with an intention.
He's the first
so
domino
it's-
though in the row of dominoes, man. Like he's the one that,
yeah.
or you know what? Not even that. He's the finger that pushed the first
Okay, because I was
domino,
going to say,
dude.
are you going to blame the domino or the finger that
No,
pushed
it's the
domino?
finger, and he's definitely the finger, dude.
Listen,
For sure.
Art brought that in the bag in the mall with intention. Regardless, his intention
It
was
was-
fulfilled.
It was, but like I said, man, if that kid would not have opened it, would it still have exploded?
Right.
But it would have went to somebody eventually.
Exactly. It still would have
It
done.
probably would have been
damage
cops or something.
that-
And
Mm,
I mean, that scene was just ridiculous as it was. But going back to, so we had our cold open, Terrifier 3, we get our title. And this is where, does it say 5 years prior, or does
yes,
it just
it's,
go
no,
back
it's,
to that?
I
It
think it
says
just
5
goes.
years later.
yeah, 5 years later.
5 years later after we go back though, right?
Oh,
Like,
no,
we
no,
instantly-
We go back
Oh, yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah.
We go back first, and then it
then-
says 5 years. when
Because
we
that's
come
when
back
we-
to Vienna.
After all that happens, he sits in the chair. She gets in the tub.
Well,
and,
yeah,
then
no,
it,
but
and then it jumps.
before that, but like, right, we go back to just his headless body.
His headless
Which,
body.
personally, I fucking loved all that because that shit was so fucking cheesemo.
Yeah, and I love
am
how they
for that,
expanded.
dude.
I love how they expanded that last scene that we saw in Terrifier 2.
Yes, they did.
And
Yes,
it comes
with
fucking full circle. We
Chris
get a
Jericho
longer.
comes back.
I was gonna say we get a longer sequence with Chris Jericho because I felt with him, Chris Jericho's in Terrifier 2. He's in it for like fucking 2 minutes.
If
I'm
that,
glad-
dude,
yeah,
like
yeah.
30
So
seconds,
I'm
bro.
glad that they expanded it. We get a little backstory where his wife made the Christmas cookies, and it gives him a little bit more character development. So when he dies, you're like, oh well, fuck, man, damn,
He gets fucked.
dude, he gets fucked
does.
royally.
But okay, so all right. So when he goes in and he sees Vicky, is Vicky eating what Art is eating? Is that how I'm taking that? Is like she's sucking down the esophagus coming from his head? Or is she like filling him up?
Because
Because
it
it looks
that
like
was the umbilical cord.
Yeah, look, that was the
Right, but it looked like she was almost like eating what was coming out of it.
I think
Like
she was
he was like
eating
eating
the
her
nurse.
neck or something.
She was eating
Yeah.
the nurse.
She was
That's what I'm
eating
saying,
the
like-
nurse.
Yeah, and so what she was
Well,
eating
Art
was going
was.
into Art.
Well, Art was eating the nurse at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. Art was eating the nurse, and it
Yeah.
looked like she was eating his like fucking
Umbilical
digestive
cord?
tract. Yeah,
I don't know how to
whatever
pay
the
that
fuck.
close attention.
I don't know. It was something I fucking watched or I thought about.
But
and everything like that.
it's still wild that she gives birth to his head.
Yes.
So this is the birth of, I guess, demon Art, I guess we would say, or
I
was
think Demon
a
Art.
rebirth.
Not even a full, but it's not even like a full birth though. It's just the head.
You know what? You know, if you ask that question, I would say it's the birth of demon Art, because I mean, not that he wasn't one in Terrifier 2. I always just thought of this as supernatural Art at this point. This is a more birthed into something deeper. if
Well,
you're gonna
because
go
we see
like
the
that.
pale girl take the head, and then she disappears
Right.
with the head or whatever, and then we know from that point on, the pale girl is now
In Vicky.
Vicky. She's in Vicky for all intents and purposes, and I don't know. I guess when she entered Art's head entered too and needed a way out.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so if we're all right, clearly we're dealing with a demon. We don't know its extent of its powers or anything
Yeah.
at this point. We're still learning everything as we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Maybe she regenerated the head. Maybe it was just a weird transference of soul. And yeah, because like you just said, Art's head needed to come from somewhere, right? So she
Yeah.
fucking rebirthed his head. That makes me question, though, can like he regrow his entire body? Like from that umbilical cord? Like if he didn't have his body?
I'm going to say probably, which I don't see why not.
I don't
I
know.
want to say no.
I would say that whatever.
I mean,
the
because he
pale
had to
girl
duct
took-
tape his head to his own body.
He did, and then it healed eventually.
Yeah, and then he like healed or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. I will say I do love the Black Christmas nod that we get when we get to the house of Art just sitting in the
chair.
in the rocking chair. Obviously anybody can catch that, but if you didn't, there that is. That now I'm not gonna lie, dude. When we get the two service guys that come in and like the one guy's telling the spooky story, I kind of wanted that one dude to not be bullshitting.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted this to be like, whoa, wait a minute, is this some like pre-art shit that we're
And
gonna,
you know
like,
what though?
you know what I mean?
It could be,
maybe it could
because
be, right? I don't know.
it could be that we get that in Terrifier 4, but there has to be lore before the Art that we know, because he was
Yes.
already a killer. So there has to be some kind of lore. So whether he was bullshitting for real or not, they both get completely fucked.
Yes.
Who gets it
Yeah.
worse? Probably the guy the second guy.
The second guy, because his
Yeah.
wasn't quick.
I mean, the other guys wasn't necessarily quick either, but it was still, man.
He didn't
And
have
I
to go through glasturbation.
I loved how she looked in the tub, dude, after the fact.
Oh my
Dude,
God. That was great.
like
Wa-
just all
every
the
time,
vines and shit or whatever.
every
the
time
fuck.
I see that scene, all I can think of is the fucking smell.
Oh god,
and I'm
dude.
sure
That is
it's
the only thing I can
ungodly.
fucking think of, is that she smells horrible.
Awful. Yeah, absolutely awful.
I
So-
I love that her look just is fucking terrifying. This whole movie.
So obviously, we did kind of mention it before, but from them going to that house and then her cutting herself, bleeding out, blah blah blah, and Art just sitting in the thing, it jumps 5 years. Now, as far as I can figure, and this is just me speculating, maybe you boys got something better. I'm only guessing they're saying a 5-year gap because like Jonathan as an actual just like person has grown so much that it kind of explains, like it's an easy explanation of like
He's in
okay,
college
you know,
now.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because like
yeah.
he naturally is sprouted up and everything, so you're just like, okay, what is it? And that's the only reason I could really think why you would need to do that.
But you know what? It works, man.
it
Yeah,
does.
it
would've-
works big time.
I would have hated if there was if it was just a straight continuation and then we just see Jonathan grown as fuck. You know what I mean? He was so little in the first,
Right,
in
like-
Terrifier 2.
we don't want full Stranger Things in this, right? Dude?
Exactly.
Just say that.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Why, thank you, Joe.
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Gallo? How are you doing,
Oh,
Hey.
Joe.
Thank you for joining us. But okay, yeah, no, I mean the gap didn't bother me. I was just trying to figure out, I'm like, well, why 5 years? What's the reasoning for this? Like,
Well, it's
that's
to
the only
explain
one I
where they
could-
are. You know, Sienna's been away for those 5 years also.
right. So that
Obviously.
shows that
They-
obviously creates disdain between their relationship and stuff like that.
But it's
too.
kind of like a yin and yang with where Art is and where Sienna is at
Oh,
this
100%,
point in
dude.
the story, because they're away in stasis, I guess you could say, or whatever the fuck they're doing. And Sienna is also away from society, not able to interact with anybody but the people that she's with there in the psych ward.
So
Yeah.
okay, so you saying that is it the fact that those two dudes came around? Do you think kind of like
I think it was
Thanos
time.
waking up, or do you
I
think
think it was just a
like
fate.
Sienna's moving? And
I think
I
it's
think
a
it would have
fate
happened one
thing.
way or another. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so all right,
Yeah, I agree. It would have happened whether they came in the house or not.
and I only ask this because, and once again, sorry for jumping around. Clearly, and we discussed this pretty hard in Terrifier 2 episodes, so go check that out. But we're clearly going into some like religious overtone
Yes.
area
Oh,
for
yes.
sure.
This
Whether-
movie's not an overtone at that point. It
Well,
is
no, but
own.
right, but we don't know specifically where it's going. Like now, we could have a really good idea seeing they throw literally a crown of thorns at us in this movie. So we're just like, okay, that's pretty right on the fucking nail on the head. No pun intended. But I like it, dude. I like this weird fucking biblical aspect of like,
I do too.
we're going fucking banana town now.
You want to know why? Because lately there's there's not a lot of movies that are I say challenging that. This movie took it and said, we're going to challenge it to as much of a degree as we can. And they did, and I give them full praise for
Well,
that.
this is the story of good and evil. That's what we got the beginnings of. This is the middle. Terrifier 4 will be the end of whatever this saga is supposed to be.
Right, dude. And think about just like the whole inception of this series so far, dude. The first one is like legit just slasher.
Yep.
Not even any semblance of the very little at the end, but that's also just 80s slasher preference, right? Of like the killer coming back kind of shit.
Yeah.
But
Gene's in the chat. My buddy Chris
What's
is in
up,
the chat
Gene?
also.
What's up,
Chris
buddy?
is Chris is the guy that Chris is the guy I'm cheating on y'all with on the other podcast.
Oh, it's all good.
You
But
whore.
see, the best
Oh,
thing
what's up,
about
Ben?
him,
Yeah,
he
Ben's
does
here.
not
Don't
watch.
ignore
Hey,
him.
what's going on, Ben? Chris does not watch horror movies. He's not a horror movie dude. So every movie that I've picked for that podcast so far has been a fucked up horror movie. So this is his first time watching Terrifier 3, which we'll talk
Oh.
about again. I get to talk about again tomorrow. So
Nice. There you
Nice.
go.
That's why you're not going to be on tonight. You cheating whore.
Motherfucker, if there's no picture of how big it is, it's not true.
Hell yeah.
Continue.
So you get her. All right. So we're back 5 years. We're now into the present. Sienna's coming home. I feel like we're on a weird page with number 2 because of her age, but now she's clearly older. So I'm gonna say she's young as hell. That first one, she was still a high school student, so it was weird saying that because it's like, even though we knew she was clearly, like 23 or.
But we're introduced to family
new-
members that we didn't even know existed in the second
No.
one. So that's
No.
even building her backstory up even more.
Her it's her aunt and uncle. I believe.
and I did
on her
like-
mom's side.
I did like the little Easter egg there at the clinic when she's leaving. The girl that is sitting behind the damn receptionist table or booth table, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
Mm.
receptionist area. She's from All Hallows Eve. She's the girl.
Look at her.
Yeah. She's the redhead girl from All Hallows Eve.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hmm?
So
And also the interviewer from the first Terrifier, then.
No. Not
not
the
that?
interviewer.
The
It's
girl from Terrifier, the short.
yes,
No.
from Terrifier the short. Yes,
Okay, yeah. The one that gets all like.
Oh.
the makeup artist. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
Okay.
actually plays the receptionist, which it's a cool little nod that if you've
Yeah,
seen
no, that's fucking dope.
everything up to
I
it.
did not notice that.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's just real quick. She's there. They don't make a big deal out of it or anything, but if you're into the Terrifier lore, she's there.
But no, man, I feel like this is where this movie actually starts to shine a little bit differently than the other ones, because we're getting some real kind of like character development. Not that we didn't get in two, like we definitely did, right? Like each one I feel like has definitely been a building process, but this one we're really deep into her psyche at this point. We've gone through.
You get the trauma.
Yeah, we especially at the table, man. That scene was
Dude,
that was awesome and fucked, and like I couldn't even imagine trying to deal with something like that.
And at that time, at that point, it's like, okay, is she suffering from PTSD? Is she having hallucinations, or is this really a supernatural thing? Is she really seeing this, or is this just something in her head?
I think it's the psyche, personally.
Yeah,
right now, but I think it has both, right? Like obviously it has the supernatural, but I think it's also dealing with like the mental psychosis of it.
But
and everything too.
Yeah.
But remember, she says no amount of pills that you take are going to make me go away. So is it her psyche, or is it more of the supernatural haunting her?
I'm going to say I'm going to agree with John. I think it's a mixture.
I mean, it could be. But
I mean,
I just like that they throw that little line in there to kind of make you think, okay, well, fuck. Is she fucked in the head, or is she really seeing this shit?
And I think Terrifier 4, not to jump ahead. Well, I'm jumping ahead, but we have no clue. I think that's going to explore that more and obviously end it at the same time. So,
man, all I know is I think Terrifier 4, we're going to get some crazy gimp looking motherfuckers, because we got at least one little glance of
what hell looks like.
I call him the blacksmith. I don't know if he actually has a name, but we get a vision of something, and I'm hoping we get a lot more.
I think it's
almost Ninth Circle style shit. I think it's
her dad.
Circle around.
I want that. Yeah,
I think that.
I want to know who that is or what that is.
I assume it's her father stuck in hell, just
because he committed suicide.
Could be. I don't know though.
But in Catholicism, if you commit suicide, you go to hell. It doesn't matter.
And he's building the armor and the sword.
He's building the armor. Why would he be building the armor and the sword if there's not a connection? But
she built her own armor, though. But you know what I mean? Did. I don't know if it's kind of just it's more of a concept kind of a thing. Like he's building the armor, but it's more the idea of the armor.
Yeah.
Or you're right. She did build her own armor in number 2. But maybe that little scene is setting up the real armor being built for the final battle that we might get in another movie.
Although, wait a minute. Her old man did give her that sword, right?
Yes.
Because that was the whole thing from number 2. So we still don't know where he got that from, origin-wise. So
we don't know why he knows about art. We don't know exactly what's
okay, so seeing as we're kind of talking, in the flashback scene when he gives his younger daughter the actual like drawn version of herself as an adult, and they have that weird transference, and he's just like holding on to the point of like, he's like about to like rip the paper and shit like that. I think that's where like the biblical shit's coming in. I don't think it's anything of him. I think he's like a fucking conduit at that fucking point, dude. And like, so, all right, if we're talking like in a fate-based thing, dude, you need certain things to happen in order for the next thing to happen, right? So this was the check mark for that situation where it's like, oh shit, dude, it's on. Yeah. Like if he never gave her that picture, maybe it would have never happened. But that was like now she knows, but she doesn't. You know what I mean? Like that's the start of, I guess, the journey, quest, whatever. And that's how I just took it. I can't speak for you guys. I don't know how you guys.
And I feel bad for Jonathan, man, because he's obviously not the favorite child.
No, he doesn't seem to be.
He would have been like a baby in that scene, though. I don't know. I mean, his dad already had a bunch of like. Well, we don't know how much Jonathan really had, like dealt with his dad, though.
Yeah,
like, we had his book in number 2.
Yeah,
but we don't know like how old he was to where his dad like offed himself and shit. But no, man, going back to the whole like psyche thing at the table, I thought that shit was great. The makeup effects on what's her name was fucking just disgusting as fuck.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, when she says "pass the rice," not that it gives me chills, but I don't know, dude. It's just a simple, stupid line, and I'm like, oh, it's just so creepy. And then
Just
when
because like
starts
she's
getting,
gurgling and shit too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just her delivery of "pass the rice."
That's also one of the, well, we see it a little before, but that's the first time where her uncle is really kind of, you could see him kind of questioning, why.
But he's
why-
not. And
he's-
you know what, man? Like, this is the hard thing because like a lot of people could see that character as kind of being a dick, but at the same time, that dude is protecting his family.
Yeah,
Right.
He
That's what I
has-
mean. Like, he's questioning it, but he's like, I love her. She's here. She's safe with us. But at the same time, you could see it in his eyes. He's like, I have to keep a little bit of a barrier here. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, man, you got to keep your guard up until you like get to that full level, right?
Right. Which is fair. Someone
And
who's
it's only been 2 days, and you haven't seen her in 5 years.
That's what I was gonna
and
say.
you
It's
just- yeah,
5
it's-
years, a traumatic event. It's a lot. That's a lot on a family who has not had someone around like that for a while.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Now, I also like that because obviously, when we're later in the mall and she thinks she sees art, it's a good scene for not only because she's questioning it, but we're questioning it because we just like, is she seeing something? Is she like having a fucking freak out? And I also have a question. Is Art's costume in the mall a nod to Silent Night 2012?
I thought it was.
I could see
It looked
that.
like it to me, right? Like
that's
that's
what I thought too.
with the Santa, that Santa mask. I was like, ooh, the plastic Santa mask. I was like, maybe if he had a fucking flamethrower, bro, that would have been 100%.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
like that.
I did notice that as well.
Oh, I'm glad you did, dude.
I like that. Yes, we're questioning what she's questioning, and then we find out later. Oh no, he really is there.
Yep. No, she was 100% fucking correct on that.
Which
Let's see.
is it's like, I call it. It's still a controversial scene. A little.
Whoa,
Uh-oh.
Bobby froze.
Did we
Bobby
give-
spoke
Not
out.
a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
is
We got it.
to
We
a
got it.
degree.
But I like that scene a lot too because we get the Clown Cafe song again.
We do get a little
Yeah.
bit of it.
We get a
Yeah,
little
we get a
snippet
little
of
And
it.
bit.
that's where you're just like, oh, the psychosis is kicking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're not sure. And I don't know. But I think we did jump past one of Art's silliest scene, and that is when he meets Santa at the bar.
Oh
Oh my god, that is
I love that.
I love that shit.
so much.
Not even that. The scene in the fucking on the subway where he meets the
The other Art.
cosplayer, the other Art, the cosplay Art, and we don't see him die, but we assume
But
he
you
died
know.
violently.
Yeah, because Art's
got a
suddenly
clean,
in a clean costume.
She's got the fucking horn, and yeah,
Which I also love the little like, what do you want to say? The unsaid banter between Vicky and Art
Mhm.
of like her just going ham on the fucking horn, and even him just being like, "You shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
well, she's giving him a taste of his own medicine at that.
No, for 100%. That's why
Yeah.
I like it because it's like he's just fucking super fucking annoyed.
Yeah. He's
But-
like, is this really what I do?
I do like that we go back to Art's workbench. I thought that was kind of
Yes.
cool. I was like, all right, let's see what gadgets he's got going
Very
on. Today.
Freddy Krueger-ish there in his workbench.
Yeah. And you know what, man? I'm glad you mentioned that too, because I actually wrote it down. I like Christmas horror movies, man. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I think we all can agree on that. I don't know what made me think of it in this, but I think a Nightmare on Elm Street Christmas would be amazing, dude.
Ooh.
I could be way off base on this, but I was just thinking, I was like, man, could you imagine Freddy fucking with somebody
Wait,
like a
he's-
little kid? But
He's already
like,
got the sweater for it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like he like, obviously there would have to be one where he's Santa in the dream and then
And then turns into
instantly-
Krampus.
anything,
He's
dude.
Yeah.
Like
chasing him around the house as a devilish Santa.
I
Oh
just-
my god.
I think it could work.
Yeah, but
it's
if it
never
was
gonna
Freddy,
happen, but-
if it was Freddy, I feel like they're gonna try to ham it up, so it would have to be like an elf or something that he would be running around like a fucking, and then you hear the fucking little jingle bells as he's fucking running.
well, I'm just saying, like, dude, like, just the crazy Christmas kills that you could do in a thing.
Yeah.
Like, even if you just had like, all of a sudden, he has somebody get stampeded by a fucking reindeer, but then you just see somebody getting fucking stampeded by nothing. And I don't know, man. Like,
I can see it.
Oh, look, mistletoe.
yeah,
Give me
anything.
and
And you know what it is? You look it up, and it's literally just a big toe with a fucking
With a
rocket end, dude.
then it fucking jumped.
That's like
been
Freddy
great.
5 and 6. Too much. But I will say, going back to the Santa scene, so he dispatches the two dudes in there really quick. He does the gun method. It's nothing new that we haven't seen, but it is always still like every time he pulls it out, you just
It
never
just feels
kind
lazy.
well, lazy, but I also always kind of like forget about it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, he's got a gun too. I don't know.
I like the gun kills.
But then he goes after Santa, dude, and he goes fucking ham on Santa, man.
He
like
created a fucking
Snowman. He turned Santa into a living
Yeah.
snowman.
with what he created as a fucking basically a fire extinguisher that shot out
liquid
nitrogen,
nitrogen.
Yeah.
nitrogen oxide. Like,
But
whoa.
to be fair, that was kind of Santa's own fault, right? Because he told Art you can't be Santa without a real beard.
Yep.
So, you know.
And
And that's-
I will say, when we first got the initial look at what Art was going to look like, and he had that beard with the little blood on the poster.
but it was
that
like
we
almost
got,
like a full ripped face on
it.
that,
Yeah,
right?
it was. It had the
Yeah,
ripped
it
face, and
was.
I'm like, huh? Is he about to rip his face? Oh no, he ripped the beard off. Fuck yeah, let's go. And then you see
Yeah.
just the putting it on, all cheesy.
I will
and
say
shit.
that dude's scream during that whole scene was ridiculous, though. Holy shit. Who was that?
That was
You look-
Daniel Roebuck.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right. That's right. Let's see. So yeah, so now Art's got his Santa costume. He's doing his thing. We talked about the mall, dude. Obviously, we get that ridiculous fucking scene. Let's
we
see,
get
what else
introduced to Jonathan and his college roommate and
We
his
do.
girlfriend.
which
Who is-
I'm gonna
annoying
say
as shit.
straight out, dude.
Is a-
She is cunt of the
bitch.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
for sure. I
She-
cannot stand her.
And you know what?
Th-
I get it. I get the excitement because
Yeah.
that's like the top.
But there is
There's a way
There's
to
a
approach it.
line. There's a big line.
There's a way to
that-
approach it, and she did not. But I
Well-
love Sienna's response to it
Yes.
because that is such a real world response that she gives to her.
Well, and and I'll say this even as a generalist, like the people who get excited about you see someone who you know is a part of an event like that. And no offense to anybody who is that person to go up to, don't do that the way the girl did it in the movie. Just think before you go do it.
But the problem
And,
is
you
like
know-
she was not excited for, not that you should be excited, but it wasn't for the legit reasons, right? Like it wasn't like she actually wanted to meet him to just talk to him. She wanted to utilize it for her own fucking.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Progress.
what I mean.
Right,
Like again, think before you. like,
oh my god, those episodes are always the best, and this would be the best. Like it's like fuck off, bitch. I don't give a five fuck. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like we do this thing for our own fun, but even as someone who does a podcast, I'm like, oh god, dude. Like I hope we never have that kind of like.
But she does, get her comeuppance. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you're not
Indeed.
wrong.
So she does get her comeuppance, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like her dude got it worse than she did.
He did.
Actually, yeah,
He did.
I
But-
agree with that.
I will say,
But-
I personally think that is because we needed a yin for yang for number one.
Yeah,
And I think this was the yin for yang for number one, right? Like number one, we all know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It was the ding for
Sauce.
dong.
Fucking A it was, dude.
yeah.
It was, and they're both saws. One just happened to be motorized, and one was
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but
I don't know, man. Watching that scene
That
still
dude-
gives me the ouchies.
because that
Yeah,
dude got a lot.
That scene
Yeah.
hurts so much mentally.
Just, yeah, I mean, dude, he gets anally raped by a fucking chainsaw, bro.
Now, I will say, and I know I'm jumping ahead here. I will say,
We're jumping around all over. Who cares?
I
dude?
do not think Jonathan is dead.
Okay, I'm
I
glad
don't
you
think
brought
so.
that.
I
never
think
thought-
the
I never
head-
thought he was.
I'm right there
I
with
think
you.
the head that we see in the cage, yes, it's
That's her
Jonathan's
uncle.
glasses.
That's
No,
all.
her uncle was pinned up on the wall.
Headless.
The head,
Oh,
yeah,
the
but his head,
headless,
right, yeah,
nope,
he was
right.
headless,
his
yeah.
his head
Oh,
was
his head
on
was-
top of the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it was on top of the
Oh,
Christmas.
oh.
because Art was putting his intestines around like tinsel or whatever.
I think
fuck,
the
dude.
I think the head that we see in the cage is the dude that got
girl.
chainsawed.
Oh, I was
I
thinking
could
it
see
could
that.
be the girl.
I could see
but
that.
Yeah, it
I
might
think
be
it's
too.
him, and I think that was just them fucking with her so that it gave her that sense of I have nothing else. They were trying to get her to give up. Was what?
Which is
that
weird though,
whole-
because she still has Gabby there, so it's not like she's not gonna have just enough. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but Gabby's
I-
just her cousin.
I know, but she still obviously loves her, like,
Yeah,
to the point where she's gonna do anything to protect her. But I'm glad you said that because my note was, if they really fucking kill Jonathan off this way, off screen like this, that's lazy as fuck, and this
Yeah.
better not be true.
No,
yeah. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think it was
Especially
because
because we know Vicky can fucking manipulate voices, right?
Yep.
So even when we saw her looking at the head, clearly Vicky's fucking with her. I don't know if that was Vicky actually saying it out loud or if it was just in Sienna's head, maybe.
Well,
I'm
no,
not sure.
I think it was Vicky because remember when the dad went to the college to go
Right.
pick up Jonathan,
And she did it there too.
he was doing it there. So I think
Okay.
I think you're right with that.
Yeah, he's too. I don't want to say he's important to the story because he's really.
He's
not.
got to. I think he is.
I think he's.
I don't think he's super important only because the main focus is on Sienna. Jonathan doesn't get any of the, like I said, that's why I said he's not the favorite child because he's not getting any of the backup, the supernatural backup that fucking Sienna's getting.
Something tells me he knows something about the father that she doesn't.
Well, it's either that or I'm thinking, and this is obviously me pulling it out of my ass. We were introduced to him in Art's costume because he was going to go as Art for Halloween. What if it's something where it's like a Cain and Abel situation where Jonathan becomes an entity of evil?
It's Tommy Jarvis turning into Jason.
Ew, it's Corey.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, we don't want that. But no, I'm glad we're all on that same page because I can't imagine them killing him off like that, dude. Like
Not off screen. It just doesn't make any sense.
That's also just doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, from also a director's point of view, that just doesn't seem like something.
Well,
Damien
because
Leone-
now, if he is in hell, there's going to be a point, I would have to think, that she's going to have to do a Spider-Man thing. It's like, choose which one you want to survive or some bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, we're spitball. We have no idea where 4 is going, so everything is
No, we don't.
speculation. So.
Nope.
I truly hope that his lore is so much more explained, and I really hope it's. Oh God, I'm so.
I don't
excited.
need the lore explained. I just need the
I do.
what we
I
have so
do.
far to wrap up nicely.
I just want sprinkling of it. I want us to be like, okay. And when I say that, case in point, when Vicky is talking to Sienna in the chair after she puts the crown of thorns on, she says specifically, they chose her well or whatever. So who is they? Who is she talking about? Is it God? Is it heaven? Is it like I want to know that at least a little bit.
Which that right there, I'm glad you brought that up because that leads to one of the scene, or that's part of one of the scenes where I just laughed my ass off. And it's when Art is walking back and forth behind her and he's just slapping her behind the fucking head.
Yeah. Dude. Oh my God.
So, and it's weird, man, because like, okay, this whole series starts where it's like Art's your main focus of your thing, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like now he's a side character.
Yeah.
It's Vicky, dude. Like she's the head honcho.
But
Art's there for the slapstick of the film, but
and then eventually though she's gone and it goes back to Art. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes, but clearly like Art's a bodyguard at this fucking point, dude.
Yeah.
Like
but
he's Darth Vader in this scenario. She's the Emperor.
Okay.
He's Darth Vader.
Ooh.
He is our true bad guy per se, but the true evil is Vicky. But then when, she dies, when the body melts or whatever the fuck, I'm not going to say she dies because I don't think she's completely gone. But when she's vanquished from that form, we see Art book it. Art's gone. So I think Art is now human again. I don't think he has all the supernatural crazy shit that he had before.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like we don't look at once again, we don't know how the demon works, right? Because in 2, he was woken up and he didn't see her until the laundromat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, was it just floating around at the time doing its thing? Or
Yeah, I know. Like you're like, oh, I don't need all this. I need every ounce of it now. Explain to me. I can't not. This is the one time where I'll say a franchise better explain all of it. I
And
want it all. I don't want to question it for another movie after 4.
I do
Okay,
like that we get
I'm with Bob on that, and asking you shall receive, because from what my research said,
yeah,
that's all going to be explained in the first 15 minutes of Terrifier 4.
Oh,
Good.
fuck off,
Fucking
dude. We're
A.
gonna get like a
I-
super prequel, like Beyond the Times. Like,
Good. I want it all. This is the one time the one time in a franchise I need it all, and I want it all explained. Don't.
What if
And
they
you
go
will.
like crazy? Like, you don't even expect like full biblical war in the beginning, dude. Like,
they're gonna give us a fucking streaming show. Art, welcome to Miles County.
now, as far as we know for the fourth one, though, the fourth one's not going to be any kind of a theme like this one, right? Where,
No,
like,
I
Not
don't
that
think
we know
so.
of, no.
No,
like,
but
no
it is the
Halloween,
final
no
one.
nothing, just the final. Like, this is it.
Damien's already said this is the last film that Art will appear in. So this is the last
I'm
time.
okay with that. I'm
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that,
I'm good with that too. He did right with all of
I mean,
them.
if years down the line we get another one, cool. But I'm okay with them ending it.
I'm not
because
going
it's
to
been such a great success.
I'm not
Great
gonna lie though.
success.
Going to see this the first time, and obviously I saw it like opening fucking week, so it was still fresh. There wasn't spoilers out there. I really anticipated this being the ending. I'm not. I never thought it was going to go to a fourth, but
I was right there with you. I'm like, oh, what are they going to do? And then how it ended, I'm like, oh, but I need.
I will say though, it didn't give me. Even though it does that one where it's like there's a middle movie and it's kind of like, it's not the best ending. I actually did enjoy this ending. Like, it still kind of like gave me a satisfied feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Unlike-
Art on the bus.
I'm thinking like, okay, case in point, the second Matrix. I hated that ending. Like, that just I was so just like felt blue balled at that point.
I
I was
don't
like,
remember how the fuck it ended.
it ended with
Like, I
him
saw it
like
once in theaters.
it ended with him on the subway and he ran through the one side and he came back out the other and he found out he was stuck in the loop and that was kind of it. And it was like, what? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, give me an actual ending. But no, man, I think all in all, I think this is solid. I'm glad I did get to watch it again. Like I said, I forgot a fucking lot of shit. There's still a lot of shit, obviously, we didn't bring up. Like, case in point, I wrote down the rats in the ant's death was completely unnecessary for any of it. They did nothing to the rats. Literally did nothing in that entire scenario.
Well, they suffocated her, technically.
Yeah, but she
I
still
mean,
also-
died
that-
from the
that-
neck. She
yeah,
still
that's-
died from the neck slice, which they did.
I think it was just
And-
adding insult. It was just
It
insult
was.
injury.
It was,
Which-
it still.
Which I will say, they went with a different route than I thought. I thought we were going prison style through the belly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was just like, oh shit, we're doing this. Fuck. I'm like, okay, but then we went into the. Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure that pipe would have just killed her enough in the fucking
Yeah.
throat like that. But
Oh, there is another scene I want to bring up before we get to that little ending fight and that whole. Don't forget the scene where Sienna brings that letter to Jonathan that I think it was she wrote or Jonathan.
He wrote it.
to
Jonathan
her.
wrote it to her.
Yeah, and then he's trying to be like, "I'm over it now. Can you stop?" And she's like, "Clearly, this is not over yet. Come on, we got to figure this out." And he wanted nothing.
Yeah, but
to
that's
do
him
with it.
just trying to move on with his life. He
Yeah.
obviously didn't get it as bad as she did, because Art definitely fucked with her a lot more.
well, he killed
That-
her.
Yeah,
He legitimately fucking killed her.
Yeah, and Art did fuck with him, but not to the extent that Sienna was fucked with, and that's why I say she is the main focus of this. Jonathan wants to move on with his life. It's been 5 years. He's trying to go to college and just be a normal kid. He's trying to be a normal college kid, and he doesn't want to hear any of Sienna's bullshit because everything's been fine for the last 5 years.
And that's what makes it even shittier about his roommate's girlfriend, right? Because clearly the roommate knows that. And I like the roommate. I think the roommate seems like an actual, like, pretty solid dude. Like, yeah, he fucks with Jonathan, but he fucks with him like a sibling does. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like how we fuck with Bob.
Yeah, right. Like, it's like, dude, we love
He's
you.
the little brother.
That's why
We love
do
you to
it.
death, but you're the little brother. That's
I
gotta
will
be
say
the
though, I did love the Scott Pilgrim moment of her instantaneously getting like an extra life as soon as the sword fucking touched her hands.
Yeah, fuck
It was
yeah.
just like fucking insta heal, like, and we're good, dude. I was like, God damn, man. Like, she didn't heal that fast in the second one, but this one was like instantaneously. All righty.
I
All right, guys. So I know
so
this
gotta
is my
leave.
movie. I know this is my movie, and
It's
I
okay.
know it's our
Oh.
Christmas episode, but I have to be I got to do my husband duty, and Mel has her company Christmas party, so
Boo.
I
Boo, Wendy
unfortunately
Dissenberger. Boo.
have to go to the wife's Christmas party right now. But before,
I'm just glad you got it on here for an hour at least.
yes, of
Yeah,
course,
sure.
of course.
Yeah.
So thank you, honey, for letting me be on here for an hour at least,
Thanks,
and
Mel.
not making me go right away.
Thank you, Mel.
So with that, I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap me up real quick.
Uh-huh.
I love this movie. The only thing that I hate about this movie is Gabby. I hate that character. She's fucking annoying every time I see her on screen.
You know who she is? She's the little girl from All Hallows Eve. I feel like she was just
Yes.
a
Dude, and they
Yep.
kind of look similar. They kind of look similar. Yeah,
That's
they do.
exactly
They do.
where I was just like,
Yeah.
they were just like, we took this character and put her here. It's
Yes. So she's, I don't know, man. It just doesn't. I love my cousins. Don't get me wrong,
like-
but
Mhm.
I don't know, man. If this crazy killer was after one of my cousins, I love you guys, but sorry, peace. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just me, but my brother is going to be more important to me. Happy Monday, Molly. Merry
Hey,
Christmas
Molly.
week,
Happy
yes.
Monday, Molly.
So I didn't really, the dynamic between her and Sienna was just really weird. And the scenes between her and Sienna were just kind of like when she's reading the Christmas card or the card that she has or whatever about the little rocket ship. And Sienna's like, our little cardboard rocket ship. You didn't forget. And I'm like, I don't need that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I did not like Gabby. I get why they put her in. Like I said, Sienna needs a reason to continue.
To
She
fight,
needs
right.
a reason to fight. With Gabby in hell now, that gives Sienna the reason to go even further than what she's already gone and
Right.
pursue.
We got to figure out, like, dude, she's got to figure out how to get to fucking hell, right?
Yeah,
So we're gonna
yeah.
have some-
Literally.
yeah.
Now, we did get the little nod to the Ninth Circle at the end,
Mhm.
reading the book, The Ninth Circle. So it leads me to believe that what if Sienna, what we saw in the Ninth Circle in All Hallows Eve, granted, the movies don't have anything to do with each other, but what if they tie that in?
So
And the
they
reason
wanna-
that they are fucking with Sienna is because they want her as the host for
Christ.
the Antichrist.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to give you guys my score.
Yes.
Look, man, for all it was, I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. I'm not being biased because at this point, my score doesn't put me in first place. We already did our draft, whatever. I'm giving this movie a 4.8.
All
The
right.
gore was great. The premise was great. There's nothing that I hate about this movie. Art fucking hams it up. So I'm going with a 4.8.
All righty. Well, thank
All
you
right,
kindly
man.
for that, brother.
Thanks.
All right,
brother.
boys.
brother.
I'm going to be watching on the phone. So y'all boys keep talking about it. And I will see you guys in the chat.
All right, brother.
All right, love you,
Enjoy. Love you,
you
man.
guys.
Have fun at the party, buddy.
And hey, what's up there, Milo?
What's up, Milo? Thank
What's
you
up,
for joining
Milo?
us, brother. All righty. So I feel like this is a good time to bring in our beloved doppelganger Kangabanger.
Yes.
Who was very sorely missed.
Yes,
He
we
is
do miss
very
him,
much.
but he's
He's
doing
got shit to take care of.
that's us. He does 100%, dude. So 100% Brody team. All right, so let's hear what you know what, before I even bring him in, but what do you guys want to take bets on how he feels? Because I don't know. I feel like this could go either way with Brody.
I think he's either going to be very middle or he might like it.
like
don't-
Chad, you've
I
been
don't-
kind of quiet tonight, so I feel like you got some shit that you also.
Well, I'm tired and
I know your
Well,
throat's been hurting,
Yeah.
and shit like that too.
like I
so.
keep losing my voice. That hasn't
Okay,
gotten
nope,
really
nope.
any better.
I just didn't want to make sure that we weren't like cutting you off if you wanted to throw in some some good old shade or some shit like that.
No, I'm trying to save my voice for the behind the scenes.
Fair enough, brother. No problem. All right, Mr. Brody Kane, everybody.
Howdy folks, it's your Kangabanger back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to y'all about Terrifier 3. Now, having watched Terrifier 3 tonight, I definitely enjoy it for the most part. Absolutely indeed. The only thing is it sort of sort of grinds my gears just a smidgen, is the simple fact that we're the third film in now and we still don't really know, well, for me personally, all that much about what's happening with art. And I know we're getting a fourth film to explain everything tied all in, but I mean, with the third film in now, it definitely feels like a little bit of a rehash of the first two films, whereas art just over the top gore, which I'm all for. The creative kills are fucking fantastic. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, we're sort of a little bit like familiar territory here. Give us something. The only thing that's really different and new about this is the whole Christmas setting. And I'm all for that, don't get me wrong, but I just want a little bit more lore explained of these characters. But other than that, the gore in this is absolutely fucking phenomenal. The creative kills, like I just mentioned, insane, brutal. I love every fucking minute of it. I've got to give a shout out to possibly my favorite kill of the movie, and that is when Santa gets frozen and still alive, feeling everything, but can't do anything. So that was really cool and grotesque to see. It's very, it's actually pretty fucking traumatizing when you think about it. But I mean, yeah, the acting in this is definitely decent. You know, for an independent film like this, is pretty solid. I still think it holds up. You know, the cinematography is nothing really to like write home about, but it does its job. It fulfills its purpose and what it does. Definitely has a natural flow like the first two movies, which I think is good. And another thing that I actually really enjoyed about this was the comedic value to it. It's that really dark comedic territory that well, dark humor that I enjoy so much. And that scene when the bomb goes off in the mall really fucking like caught me by surprise when I first saw it.
That's fair.
Maybe I was half asleep when I saw it and it happened. I was like, wow. But I mean, having watched it tonight, you can definitely see the build up to that scene. But I still think it works extremely well. It's a great payoff. Yeah, but all in all, like I said, that slight little hiccup of lore that they should have thrown in here, like a little bit more of our main villain, would have been much appreciated. But besides that, entertaining as all fuck, as per usual. The gore that's there, creative, all that shit that I love, beautiful. It's a chef's kiss. Can't fault it for that. So I'm going to have to give Terrifier 3, I'll give it a 4.4.
All right.
In saying that, this is your Kanga Banger signing out. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this movie. Merry Christmas to everyone out there and a happy fucking New Year. And I will catch you on the next episode of Gore and More. So peace out to y'all, everybody out there.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Brody.
buddy.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Thank
Much
you, brother.
love, Brody.
Happy
Merry
New
Christmas. Yeah, all righty. Who else we got over here? Have you heard of a Terrifier Christmas TV movie?
Shit.
Terrifier Christmas TV movie.
That's
I do not
definitely
know
haven't
that
heard
one,
of
buddy.
it. No.
All right, so I've said all my notes. I don't know how you boys are, but if you're good, I'm ready to hand this over to Chad Daddy. See what we
Let's-
got
All
for
right,
next.
I will do my best, boys. Let's
No,
fingers crossed.
yeah.
Legendary makeup artist John Caglione Jr., most famous for working on the Dark Knight's Joker makeup, told Damien Leone that he was a fan of Terrifier 1 or 2 and offered to work on the film. Leone quickly accepted.
No shit. That's awesome.
That's cool.
When making Terrifier 1 and 2, Damien Leone has stated in interviews that the crew consisted of only 5 to 10 people, depending on the day, with crew members working every position possible. For Terrifier 3, there were dozens of people on set every day with dedicated crew departments.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell the quality between each one, dude. Like the step up between 1 to 2.
Oh, without a doubt.
100%.
Oh, yeah. And it gets great. Love it.
The director said that several big studios showed interest in financing this movie based on the unexpected success of Terrifier 2, even without a full script, but he turned them all down because he's certain they would never let him film the opening scene alone, which he describes as very controversial. Leone commented that the only reason he can be so uncompromising in his depiction of horror and gore is because he finances his movies independently, creates all the special effects himself to keep costs down, and has no big studio breathing down his neck to make the movie more mainstream.
Dude, how can you not just absolutely stand behind that kind of fucking idea, man?
He is a modern day John Carpenter who said, "No, I could do it for this less money, but you're going to let me do what I want to do, and you can leave me alone."
And you know what, man? Like I don't know the dudes personally. I've never like really listened to any interviews or anything like that. I will say, as far as the internet, I've seen some decent hate out there, which I don't personally understand. So maybe it's like, to me, it comes from a point of jealousy. And it's just like, nah, man, y'all just jealous that this dude is just actually doing his fucking thing 100% like his way.
That's usually because people who are hating on that, it's also one, they probably don't have the balls to be like, no, I'm going to go do what I want to do. No, I want to go please everyone else, not myself first.
Well, it's just like, dude, how many people are just like, oh, art's such an unoriginal thing? And it's like, yo, man, show me anything else with the kind of power that this character has had since 2017. Nothing else, dude.
Audio before that.
Even before that, but I'm saying like when the first actual like Terrifier one, you know what I mean? Because like that was the blow for sure, the blow up. But I don't know. It's just, dude, that like you fucking love to hear it, man. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely.
What else you got, sir?
The rat tube scene truly made Art the Clown actor David Howard Thornton nauseous, and he had to prevent himself from throwing up.
No shit.
Yeah, he's talked about that one.
That dummy looked really good though, or what makeup if it was actually makeup on a person. However, they fucking did that shit. I wonder if it was the rats themselves, or if it was like I wonder if it was like the action of doing it.
I'm gonna say it's probably watching them go down that body and then slitting the throat. I mean, that's pretty ugly.
Yeah, I can only imagine that. Only imagine.
Distributor Cineverse had only one request, and that was to make the film under 2 hours long. Damien Leone, who served as his own editor again, recalled ripping out pages while filming to make the film shorter, realizing it would be too long and not have time to film the scenes. The ending was much longer and was cut down. Despite trying his best to meet this request, Damien submitted his final edit at 2 hours and 5 minutes.
I will say, for whatever like in Terrifier 2, Terrifier 2 doesn't feel as long as it did the first time I watched Terrifier 2. And I don't know why. But I remember that was a big complaint from everybody on that one, was it was just too damn long.
But now I want to know what those final pages were for that last scene.
So I have an idea, right? There's at least one full death that we completely see off scene, and that is her uncle. And clearly he fucked her up. And I think that could have been a complete fucking scene of him getting ambushed by Vicky and Art, and then them like if they drove to the house or however they got to the house. You know what I mean, dude? Like that's a full like 5 to 10 minute fucking scene probably right there, I'd imagine.
Probably. That was my first assumption too, was that was the first thing to go, was his death scene.
Right. And then if depending on our assumptions of whose skull is in that cage, you know what I mean? Like who got killed there, right? Like were they snooping around in Jonathan's room and they actually did have his phone? That's why the uncle was like, she was able to talk to the uncle over it like that. So there's like a lot of, because I did feel like there was some moments in the thing where they were like, they had a lot of explanation and then they just jumped some scenes and now we're fucking here.
Yeah, it was a big jump right there.
Yeah, and you're just like, whoa, wait. You're like, what?
Like it was so much of a jump, it almost seems like it wasn't like a real, like it's a dream sequence or something.
Yeah,
100%. Like when she wakes up and they're in the house, like when that moment, you're just like, did I miss something, dude? Did I fucking black out for 5 minutes? Like, what the fuck happened, dude? Because I did. I rewound it because I was like, did it? Was it like that in theaters? And fucking yes, it was, dude. So I'm glad you guys felt like that too.
Yeah, no, it needed more.
Which, you know what, man? Like, I don't know if necessarily that scene is needed, but it clearly we all felt there was something lacking in that, you know, to intersect those two scenes.
Yeah, there's definitely something that either was filmed and should not have been cut out, or just cut out entirely and didn't
should have
good
been
enough
filmed.
Transition. Yeah,
100%. All right. Anything else, brother?
Excuse me. Yeah. Damien Leone in several interviews stated the Christmas theme was directly influenced by the 1972 film and 1989 TV series adaptations of Tales from the Crypt. Both featured a story called And All Through the House about a mental patient dressed as Santa on a killing spree. This is Leone's favorite version of a killer Santa, and the cold open of Terrifier 3 is an homage to it.
I'm gonna have to watch those.
Yeah, the All Through the House and Tales from the Crypt. That's Larry Drake.
It's Larry
plays
Drake.
the
It's Dr.
Santa.
Giggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no shit!
If you don't think about it for 2 seconds, you look at it and go, oh yeah, no. You look at the face, you go, oh my God, it is Larry Drake.
And that is a creepy face, too.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched that fully. I've just seen
I have.
bits and pieces. I need to watch it.
Interesting. I wonder if you can find that. Look.
Well,
I
if
see.
it's Tales from the Crypt, it should be on Max.
Give me a second.
Oh, that's a good call. I'll have to look.
That should be. I don't know about the original Tales from the Crypt movie. Might be a little harder to find. I'm not 100% sure. Like,
There's
I have it
always-
on DVD, but I couldn't tell you where else to find it.
I said, man, if I gotta throw an eye patch on, dude, I will. So
Excuse me. In an interview, Damien Leone stated it took 6 years to make Terrifier 2, as he and his producer Phil Falcone were doing every job on the production and underestimated how ambitious it would become to complete. With Terrifier 3, Damien faced a new challenge of writing and completing production within a single year to meet the release date. The production barely made it on time for its September premiere at Fantastic Fest.
that's fucking insane, dude. I mean, I get it though, man. Sometimes you're just like, nah, man, we can do this, and then you're just like, oh, this project is way too
That could
hard.
also explain the scene that we were just talking about.
That's true.
Like, it was just a quick edit, but like, we got to get this done. We got to get this out of there.
Especially if you're contained to 2 hours, because like you got to have a couple of art ridiculous scenes, right? Like that's Terrifier. You have to have it.
Right.
But once again, like we talked about, we're actually getting some full character development. You got to have those scenes too. Those are just as important. So yeah, it is a juggle. Like, what do you fucking take in? What do you take out? You could say, hey man, you don't necessarily need the scene of Art fucking with the rat freezing it. But no, that's good.
You need it for later.
Right. That's good lead up for the fucking Santa kill and shit. So it all still works. It's just, you know what? Maybe just give us an extra 5 fucking minutes, dude. Maybe that's actually what it needed. Even though, yeah, we all bitched about the 2 hour and 15 minute of fucking 2. Not we all, but about a lot of people did. Number 2. This one, the story is that much richer where I feel like, you know what? It's almost necessary at this point.
Yeah, but for 2, there was like a lot of unnecessary things, like the whole Clown Cafe dream
The
sequence.
Clown Cafe could have been
Could've cut
shortened
that
up
whole thing out.
100%, dude. You needed some of it for sure, but you didn't need the extending the extra fucking 10 minutes of it.
No.
Dude. Like that's to where the song plays in your head for a fucking week after the fact. But what else we got, brother?
Several homages from classic horror movies were made in this film, including Art's face through the hole in the white door for The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
The window Art is sitting by in the rocking chair is the same shape as the famous Amityville window, and it also references Black Christmas, like we said.
I
Also,
did not notice the Amityville set.
I didn't
shape.
notice it
That's-
either.
Okay.
And also the shower scene for Psycho and Scarface.
There you
I don't know
go.
what the Scarface references.
I
I've
know
never seen Scarface, so
I've also never seen Scarface.
kind of movie.
It's been a minute since I've watched it, so I would.
You know why? And this is maybe this is such a stupid reason, but because it got so ridiculously like overly popularized in the 2000s
that's
again.
Same.
I
That's why I
never
wanted
wanted to watch it, dude.
Oh,
And I'm like,
I completely agree.
listen, say what you want. It's one of Al Pacino's.
no,
Great.
and it's okay, Bob. I've explained this to you guys before, but like I have that weird fucking thing where it's like if something becomes too popular, I don't want to watch it, and I don't
Same.
know why. I don't.
That's,
I'm like,
that's why I've never watched Breaking Bad. I've never watched Sons of Anarchy. It's just people
Yeah, I
overhype
never
it, and then I
watched
just
those
lose. I
either.
just lose all interest in it.
yeah, no, and that's the shit where it's like I will watch like 7 years down the road. I'm like, you know what, that wasn't too bad. But like way after the point where nobody's talking about it anymore.
That's probably why you really don't really delve into Stranger Things.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't even
okay,
either.
so it was weird, right? Because like I did the first season and I really liked it, but I was kind of done. Like that's all I needed. I was like, oh, that was cool. And then, like I'm walking down the
man,
street, right? Like,
You got to watch the second season because they're like all into Ghostbusters in it.
no, I did watch the second season, and that's when I turned it off when I got to like episode 5 or 6, because I was just
Gotcha.
like, I do not care anymore. Like I just fizzled out. But no, all the Ghostbuster shit in the first couple episodes are solid as fuck. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, and especially, dude, like now with Stranger Things 5, like every fucking ad is for that shit. It's fucking everywhere. I'm just like,
Dude, there's a fucking ad.
I
Discover Card has ads for Stranger Things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
dude, I was in Target. There's a whole like standee, man, that you could take a picture in front of and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't know. I mean, I like when IPs are celebrated and shit, but sometimes it's just like,
See, my biggest complaint about it is they shouldn't have made us wait so long in between seasons. There's no need for it.
yeah. I had nothing on that.
I mean, if you're not a good enough writer that you can't write an entire season in a year, like fucking Supernatural did it.
I'm just right. That's true. I'm just saying, like, man, I feel like you need to bring back some like old school marketing with this shit, though. Not that they don't market the fuck out of it, right? They're like this commercial shit, but like bring back like McDonald's making glasses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like some
Yes.
cool fucking
That would be
collectible
really
shit.
Dude, you remember the little Batman Forever mugs?
Batman Forever
Those
crystal
were the
mugs were
bomb.
fucking sweet, dude. I remember dude, Molly, if she's still listening, we used to have when we were little kids the Burger King fucking Disney cups, dude. Where all like it was like the plot rundown of each fucking Disney thing, dude. Yeah, that shit's for fucking years, bro.
They really need to bring that shit back.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. It should be fucking sweet. Like you want to sell adult Happy Meals, dude. Sell that shit, dude. Like that's how you're gonna fucking do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't even get me started on the fucking Grinch meals. They're impossible to get around here.
I
Hey.
have yet to try because I just don't care.
We had the SpongeBob ones for Burger King. Not bad.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
Not bad.
The bacon cheesy tots sound pretty good.
Okay. In one scene, a woman is seen. Oh, we already talked about the ninth circle. That was
Oh yes.
also a reference to Rosemary's Baby, by the way.
Yes, I read about too.
This outgrossed Terrifier 2 within its first weekend of release.
I
Yeah.
can see that though, man. There was a lot of anticipation for this coming out, dude. Like, because Terrifier 2 was that wasn't expected at the box office, right? So with that amount, you already have to have an idea that you're gonna get a hell of an amount of people fucking wanting to see this third one. Because just like Brody and myself, and Bob, I think a lot of people assumed this was going to be the final fucking one.
I think we all did, really.
So, yeah, I mean, whether that was just us being dumb or hopeful, I don't fucking know what I mean. Like, I don't know, but I'm really hoping they do it. They do end it with number 4, and we don't start doing like we don't need to do 80s fucking franchises anymore.
We don't need the Dream Child after 4.
As I love Friday the 13th, but don't do that.
Yeah, exactly, right. Like at a certain point,
I love what we got after 4. I do.
Well, you know what? I can't say that because 6 is my favorite. So
well, no, yes, but let's just think about that for a second. You had to make 5 in order to get there, and at the time,
yeah,
a lot of people hated it.
And you're right. I did growing up too, but when we fucking talked about it on the show and shit, man, I have such a new appreciation for 5. It's just, I don't know.
Yes, but the problem is today, that kind of risk kills faster than it did in the 80s.
My problem is the and I'm glad that Leone didn't do this with Terrifier. He didn't come out and said, "Hey, I got a quadrilogy for you guys." Because right there, that's going to kill it for me. Don't tell me that shit. Let it happen naturally like movies should, right?
Agreed.
What? Like the new Strangers, they were just like, "Hey, we're coming out with a new, like we got a new 3-part Strangers series coming out." Well, why'd you tell me that? Because now I don't give a few about the second one. The second one means nothing at this fucking point.
We watched the second one of that like a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I like the second one better than the first one.
Well, I heard the first
I really
one
don't
was
have any interest in the
dude.
Strangers.
Yeah, the first one was not that good. The second one I'm watching and I'm like,
Is it better than Pray at Night?
No, Pray at Night is still better.
Okay.
But for that trilogy, the second one, I'm like, no, the second one's actually pretty good. There's a lot of kind of little red herrings in it, and I like that there's no definite like yes or no to some of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Chad on that one. Like, I don't know. Like, I probably would watch it, but Strangers itself does nothing for me. Like,
Fair.
but oh well, that's fair.
I love the first one. I love the original. So, but anyway, continue.
The production team, if we didn't talk about this certain thing, the production team used two makeup teams, Tinsley Studios and the Tom Savini-led Callosum Studios. Savini.
We didn't even talk about Tom Savini being in the
talk about
fucking
Tom
movie.
Savini?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude. I loved it. Every time you see that man on thing, you're like, yeah, dude. And it kind of was giving me Dawn of the Dead vibes, man, when he was the sheriff on fucking that.
It's almost like you're seeing your own personal friend up there on the screen, even though none of us know him personally.
No,
100%. No, you're right.
Agreed.
You just look up and say, it's Tom.
Dude, that is it does kind of feel like that.
And we're like this, hi Tom, and he's like this. Who are you? It's like, don't worry about it. We know you.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
In an interview with the New York Post, Christian Tinsley and Jason Baker, the lead makeup artists in the film, said they used several 55-gallon drums of blood on the film, with 20 gallons being used just for the shower scene. The shower scene was the final sequence filmed, and the production ran out of blood while shooting. They had to go to local stores for supplies to make more.
That's impressive.
Hey,
but you know what? That's the place where you want to do it. If it's a real shower, you're like, yo, we already got a drain, motherfucker. Let's go.
This is easy to clean. It's already wet. Make it.
Yeah, it's already tiled, man. This is easy cleanup, dude.
Metal band Ice Nine Kills, who are known for writing songs about horror movies, released a work of art about the Terrifier franchise. The song can be heard in the background when Jonathan walks in on his roommate and his roommate's girlfriend.
Aha. And I believe Scoobs did say he wanted that noted that was his favorite song. So.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, buddy?
The letter Sienna saved from Jonathan reads, Sienna, we have to destroy the little girl before it's too late. Destroy her because she's inhuman, a demon. Sometimes demons try to break into our world, only they can't do it alone. They have to choose a vessel, someone recently deceased, who functions as a bridge between worlds. But not just anyone, someone sinister, depraved, the worst kind of evil, like a serial killer. If a demon enters this world in the flesh, a counterpart must be appointed to stop it from becoming too powerful. It's you, Sienna. As long as you're alive, they're vulnerable, and they know it.
So he figured the whole fucking thing out.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to come back up in 4. We got to have a prequel of like him doing a fucking research scene or some shit, dude, figuring that out.
What I want to see, though, also is art before art.
Well,
No,
but
no. I mean, before we actually see art, even the first movie, without makeup, and then I want to see where this develops.
I don't know if I do.
I do.
That might be too much like the It prequel. Then
I'll take it. I'm fine with that.
Because like to me, like the first one, he's still a guy, right? It's not till like the second one the demon chooses him.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And so clearly, based off that definitely confirms that the pale girl was the little girl that was killed in the Terrifier ride in the news articles from the second one as well.
I believe you're.
I'm gonna
you
go.
Right
well, just off of what you said with recently perished person or some shit.
Which I'm really disappointed we didn't actually get the little pale girl in this.
I did like that. Yeah, I know. I mean, at the same time, I'm glad it does kind of wrap around back to Vicky, and it does bring that character back for whatever reason. But
I'm glad you mentioned that because the film featured the character of Victoria Hayes, the heroine turned villainess of Terrifier, in a much more prominent role compared to the 2016 film and its 2022 sequel, with Damien Leone's biggest regret with the first film being leaving her underdeveloped. The original ending of Terrifier 2 set up Victoria's demise in the opening of this film, but Leone deemed it to be too similar to the concept of Malignant. While conceptualizing the birthing scene, he decided he wanted to keep Victoria alive and give her significant character development, as he enjoyed working with Samantha Scafidi.
So he was going to have art come out of her own body like a doppelganger kind of effect?
Kind of sounds like it.
I mean, if you're talking like Malignant, I mean, or like art's in her body but can control her body.
I don't know specifically, but that could be it.
Yeah, that would be like, because if they went like Malignant or like Harry Potter style, dude, where like art's on the back of her head, like under the hair or something. I don't know. It'd be funny.
France's classification committee banned viewers under the age of 18 from seeing the film. The first time such a ban had been issued since the release of Saw 3 in 2006.
Which one was the third one again of Saw?
What do
Was
you
that the
mean?
one with Jeff?
Who's Jeff?
The dude where his like wife's the doctor working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Jigsaw actually gets killed in that one.
Yeah, because she's got the shotgun collar on her and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I can't believe I actually fucking remember that.
I just realized something, what you said before with the letter with Sienna. Remember, the vessel for evil, technically at that point, was Art the Clown. They needed Art, so that way then they could bring a bigger evil in the Pale Girl.
Well, no, I figured it was like it was both, right? Because like obviously the little girl was dead, but then obviously so was Art. So it was
So the evil was going to go into Art first because he was already more evil. Then a bigger evil could take over the innocents that got killed in the ride, which would be the little girl turned into the Pale Girl.
Well, see, I don't think the little girl was ever really there, though. It was mostly just Art interacting with nothing whenever people would see it, except, I think, did Jonathan see her in the van?
No, I thought Jonathan and
Sienna both saw the little
see her.
girl, but nobody else saw her.
But I just figured
But it could be because she's chosen, so.
Right, I just figured at least it's the form of that because she was killed, so maybe because her soul's in hell.
No clue.
Who knows? Maybe number 4 will fucking tell us all this shit. Dude.
We don't get a lot of backstory in this.
Yeah, but I hope we get it all.
Unfortunately, not. That's kind of the one thing that kind of hits it for me a little bit.
Oh, all right, the last thing. In September 2024, Leone officially confirmed Terrifier 4 is in development. Although originally intended to be the conclusion of the franchise, in October, Leone clarified his comments of Terrifier 4 likely being the final film, stating the announcement was a bit premature and was uncertain whether the conclusion of the franchise would span over 1 or 2 more films. Then on January 29th of 2025, Damien Leone posted on his social media that Terrifier 4 will mark the end of the franchise and fans would learn more about Art's backstory and activities before the first film. Now in May of this year, while attending Texas Frightmare Weekend, he gave an update on the status of the 4th film, saying, "I know this word gets used a lot, but it's going to be epic. It's not going to disappoint. You're going to get Art's backstory in the first 15 minutes of the movie."
No shit. Bring it on.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to fucking say to that, dude.
Bring it on, baby. You know something? And I hate to say it like this, but the time-wise doesn't bother me. If I need a 3-hour movie, I don't care.
I kind of agree with you on that one, dude.
I'll
Like,
take a 3-fucking-hour movie on backstory, ultimate kills, the ultimate ending, and ultimately just putting it going.
It's got to be a good 3 hours, dude. Like
Yes.
we said, man, like this, we all felt a spot where there's shit's missing. If you got to fill that right, but if you got to fill it, but fill it right. Like,
yes,
do it.
exactly. Like you can have your lull moments, but make sure they're moments of clarity or explanation that move
Right. If
forward.
you got to go deeper into character, I'm interested to see like what other kind of characters are we going to get introduced to in the 4th one? Not even on the evil side, but on the good side, dude. Like Sienna's, as far as we know, she's only got herself right now. So like, where's this going to go with it? You know what I mean? I don't. Is there going to be some weird shit that we like forgot about that's going to pull back? Or maybe we meet up where Jonathan learned this information if it was like actually from somebody. Or I'm hoping it's like a Bobby character from fucking Supernatural or something like that.
That'd be great.
I could only hope. But all right. Well, thank you, Chad Daddy, for all those behind the
Yes,
scenes,
thank you,
brother.
brother.
Pleasure. And I'm glad my voice held out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother.
All right. Where did we all watch this?
Physical
Prime.
Umbrella 3-pack.
I watched this. Was it Peacock?
Take
I
a pill, your cock, I see.
believe. Yes, it was Peacock. Watched it. Okay.
Right on.
Hell yeah. I'm assuming Scoob said he had 2 different physicals. So, actually 3. So I'm assuming he watched it also on physical. All right. Does the cover art sell the movie? Would you rent this as a child? Fuck yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
And the cover behind us, that's like the basic one, dude. Obviously, like there's the Christmas covers, which would be even more enticing. So, douche of the film. I've already said my choice, but I'll reiterate it. It's clearly the roommate's girlfriend. She is a complete. Like, obviously, yes, we could say the evil entities are, but we know like that's what they are, actually. She was just like a shitty fucking person.
You know something? I'm going to agree with you because, again, those people exist and there's a problem.
Yeah. And she also utilized, she used sex against her man to like try to like get him to, try to sway Jonathan. It's like, fuck
Yeah,
off.
I think I have to agree. She's the most obvious one.
And she's the one who asked for her own death. Right? She was just like, I just want to look in his eyes and see what it would be like. And Art's like, all right, bet.
Yeah, literally like, hey, girl. He's like that Jesus meme, like, girl, I got you.
Yeah, and I love that he just did like the normal, like, pull back a little bit, like big, like, fucking smile. Favorite kill. We had some juicy ones in this, man.
This one.
I'm going with the Jericho kill.
Ooh. So what was that? Jaw rip and scalp rip?
Didn't like split his head? Like,
I think after the end of it too, because like Art ripped his scalp off first, as she like ripped his jaw off, and then that was pretty gnarly.
Ooh.
I guess what I'm going for.
I'm between two.
That was right in the beginning too. That was a good one, buddy.
I'm between two of them.
That's my pick.
Actually, I'm between three.
I'm tied too, man, because I gotta say the dad in the beginning was a hell of a fucking start off.
Literally chopped up with an axe.
And just the whole idea of like being in bed with your spouse while that is happening, and you're waking up just to the sounds of like
squelching.
Yeah, Scoop says chainsaw up the butt. Okay.
All right, so the three I'm between. Maybe I might have to do like a 1, 2, 3, but chainsaw is one of them. I'm not gonna lie, the rats in the throat with the knife
that was
slice.
Fucked.
That's fucked. That I get it. It's like, why do that? It's like, if you're evil, you know why you did it.
No, man, because we're also in the third Terrifier movie, so Art's just got to do some it's just going to
excel
at some point, and maybe you guys felt like Brody kind of said it too, like it's familiar territory, so they have to push it to another bar, like regardless, right? They're just like, hey man, we got to keep the people entertained. And that scene was it. That was just like, Jesus Christ, dude.
And then my third one is Brody's favorite kill, the freezing of
Santa. So that's a solid one, and that's very original. I like we've seen frozen shit before, but far and few between, I feel.
So I'm gonna have to do a tier. So I think my favorite one is, because it's so outrageous and disgusting, is the rats down the throat with the knife slice. Number 2 is Santa frozen, and 3 is the chainsaw. And I love a good chainsaw kill. So I think that's the tier it has to be for me. Because you go from, I say creative, you go from disgusting to creative to not typical, but typical enough, but still graphic enough.
I mean, dude, the chainsaw is definitely, like I said, man, the chainsaw is the yin to the yang of the first one, right, dude? And I feel like that was always the top one of that. And the fact that we literally see a dude's fucking dick and balls get sawed right off and shit, and his asshole fucking reamed out, I feel like I have to give it to that one, top notch. But man, all the kills in this were like, they're all high level. So, like, dude, like I said, even that first one with the axe, even though it's just axe chopping, dude, shit we've seen a fucking million times over. Just the way that, like,
the way it sounds,
it goes down, dude. Yeah, and it's just, and then Art's doing his fucking thing. Clearly, he fucked up the kid that we see the after effect of. But like the one Chad Daddy said, man, like that.
There's just something about the sheer. That was like Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah, like, and that's an easily like almost like not, I don't want to say forgettable, but you know what I mean, like missable one, because like you're just like, it's so early on
Right.
after you got that cold open, and you're like, oh fuck yeah, dude. Because really, you get the cop's death, which we don't necessarily. No, we do, because he does get choked out, or his neck broke, whatever. So we see that. We don't see the cosplayer necessarily die, or no, that's after the fact. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go chainsaw though. That's just, it's so over the fucking top, dude. Ridiculous. And it was 2 deaths in that scene, honestly.
That's exactly why I didn't choose that. It's too over the top. I like a little more.
It was, but at the same time, man, it also gave me it kind of took it into like this part, which is, I'm gonna say, our best scene. I don't know if it's necessarily my best scene, but I love the montage while it's happening of Art like doing blood angels on the fucking floor.
That was pretty
and
crazy.
Just like it's snowing blood, raining blood, whatever. And we obviously get the it's a terrifying Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Which I totally forgot even was a song, and now I need to listen to that on the way to work tomorrow. But yeah, best scene, boys.
Ooh.
Mine, it's I always pick the dumbest scene from best scenes for these movies, but it's just when Art shows like a little bit of humanity that really gets me, and it was when he was sneaking around the dorm, and and Mia is talking about him, and like she's like saying, like being like a kind of flattering. He's like,
No,
like,
I
stop.
love that shit.
I love that scene.
That's
And
the shit. And then he's like,
and then she's
say
like,
you want to fuck him, and it's like,
and she's like, no, I don't want to fuck him. Then he gets really pissed off.
Yeah.
You bitch. Yeah, no, you just sit there like
feel her
taking it
fate
in,
right there.
like just sitting there taking it in, like, yeah. thanks.
just little scenes like that really stand out to me. In these
No, because
movies.
that's what makes these movies fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, like, because otherwise these movies would just be a straight up gore slaughterfest, and they are. But you need,
But there's that
like,
little
you
light
need that
side.
levity, dude. Like, just
Yeah,
to
like
like
in the second one, the whole bit in the costume store.
correct. You you need that balance to help be like, okay, the thing that I just saw was the most terrifying, like horrible thing I've seen on fucking record to date. I need to laugh a little bit.
Well, since he went with a silly one, I'm going with what I feel is actually one of the more terrifying ones.
Mhm.
Is basically the whole once we see Sienna wake up in the chair in the house
Ooh,
forward,
the
it's-
realization of it all.
fucks with the biblical, and Art is still being Art, and it's terrifying. That is beyond terrifying. That's my favorite.
I mean, the fact that Art is decorating with, her uncle,
Intestines, the kid's head in the fucking
not with her uncle,
cage.
but with her uncle.
It's yeah. I'm going with that.
Yeah, it's fucked for sure. I mean, like I said, I do like the Terrifier Christmas scene. I think that's my second favorite scene. My first favorite scene is one that we actually kind of talked about in depth, but I feel like it adds a lot of like weight to the character of Sienna, and it was gross and it was a good scene, but it's the dinner scene where she's freaking out seeing her dead friend. I really fucking liked that. They had a
great
lot
scene.
of weight to it. She looked absolutely disgusting. It's like, it's hard to look at her because you're just like, oh my God, dude, you're so soupy. And especially if you're putting yourself in fucking Sienna's mind. Like if you saw that, but you just have to like act like you're not seeing it at all. Just, yeah, that just fucking mind loops for days. That takes us to worst moment or scene. I don't necessarily know if I have one.
I do.
But I will say I don't, like we talked about earlier, I don't like the weird like jump cut from one scene to the other where we get to the final showdown. I feel like there's just something missing that we need there. But
see, for me, even worse than that is the scene of Sienna's pure fucking stupidity of holding on to the fucking blade of a fucking sword.
Yeah,
trying to pull her cousin up out of the hellhole.
Yeah.
How stupid can you be to think that would even work?
I
literally all
understand
you
that it
do
was
is slice your hands open.
I understand. Right. Yeah, no, I get it, dude. I get it. Like, it's the only thing she could find in a pinch hurry. And it leads us to, it's story building, right? Because now she's lost the sword too. So, like, she can't instant heal and shit, I would imagine. Because, like,
But she
that's
did.
Did her hands heal after that?
Yeah, still did.
So,
Yeah.
okay, see, no, that's weird though, because like I didn't think she could insta heal until she touched the sword, like when he bashed her hands before she opened the present. So, more questions for number 4, I guess.
I don't have a scene where like, oh, that's a bad scene. I have the scene of it's gonna make me cringe, and it's to me the mall scene. And only because I think it's just because of society, how it is nowadays. It's where there's a little bit more, hovering in those kind of situations. So, which I get, you're dealing with that kind of stuff. So that to me is I call that a cringe, not worse, but it makes you go, ooh. So I'll give that.
Okay. That takes us to opening scene.
Well,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Our
Cold open.
cold
Absolutely.
open. Yeah, it's its own little film
Horror
in
movie.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you just had that and you're just like, and that's the end, everybody. Thanks for coming. You'd have a lot of mad people, but you'd have it would be a complete thing. That takes us to most attractive character. I mean, Sienna is absolutely attractive, but I gotta say her aunt was pretty cute too.
I'm going with the hot mom in the cold open.
Ooh, good call.
Nah, I'm going with Sienna.
All right. You think we're gonna get her back in her armor in number 4?
Oh,
I think we will.
She looked really hot in that armor.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm gonna say for the fellas or for the ladies, maybe the uncle.
He was actually a very good looking dude. So
Yeah,
can't see nothing wrong with that.
Maybe even Jonathan's roommate.
also true. I was trying to go for more. He was kind of younger dude, but obviously scale of whatever. So he's a college age bro.
Yeah, he's a dude, bro.
Exactly. But like I said, man, he was carrying at least of Jonathan, man. Like, you know what I mean? He looked out for him and shit like that for sure. So solid roommate. That takes us to, did the score set the mood? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Terrifier's always got its own kind of beat, dude. Just like Friday 13th kind of had its own score going and everything. Terrifier's fucking really good, dude. And they always do these like good like synths and drums and shit.
Oh god,
always solid as fuck, dude.
Do you guys remember the hide and seek song from Ready or Not?
Yes.
Oh,
I found it on Spotify. I put it on my playlist.
Man, I am not gonna lie. I am excited for number 2.
So am I.
That trailer looked really good. Way better than what I expected, but also kind of what I was kind of expecting. You know what I mean? Like it's clearly got to expand to more family. But it's all the families. It's like, oh fuck. That would be an exciting one to fucking review when we ever get the chance.
Definitely.
That takes us to best song. We already said Scoobs, which was the Ice Nine Kills.
I'm still going with Terrifier Christmas.
I'm also going Terrifier Christmas.
I'm going to be with Scoobs on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Ice Nine Kills. And I'd like to do a shout out to the Dream Kid song on there too, because I also really enjoy a good fucking like synth style song, man. I don't know why, but in my head, it always makes me vision like you're driving by either a cityscape or a lakescape at like dusk. And it's just like this. Yeah. You got some shit on your mind. Windows down. All right. That takes us to favorite character. So, I mean, like all the new characters we got were just kind of like, or whatever. We've had Sienna. We didn't get a lot of Jonathan in this, but like, obviously we got advancements in their characters of like kind of where they've gone. Dude, I feel like I think I just got to give it to Sienna. Like she's a good protagonist, man. Like you feel for her and she does stupid shit, but we're all human, so we do stupid shit sometimes too.
I really can't think of anyone better than her in this movie.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it scary? Now, this is a hard question to answer, right? Because to us, no. But man, I don't. Dude, I almost feel like I want to tweak the question because it's not so much scary as, dude, this movie brings the gore.
It's disturbing.
Hardcore. So
Yeah.
It's more disturbing than scary.
Yeah, and that's why I say I kind of want to change this question because it's like, yes, but in a totally different fashion of like what's potentially scary.
Right. Unless you find the biblical stuff at the end scary, which people
I find that intriguing as fuck.
Yes.
Because
I find it intriguing and scary. I find it both. It's like I want to know it all.
That's true because of the
frightening,
scary in the scary sense. It's like, how like obviously if this is biblical, how big we talking biblical wise? You know what I mean? Like, because
right.
Yeah, that's usually never a good thing. That takes us to, does it hold up today? Well, it's only a year old.
Well,
so
yeah.
100%. How was the acting?
Pretty good.
Everybody was very well acting.
Nobody really felt
there's no weak points. There's not one weak moment.
Nobody was like smiling and looking at the camera when they shouldn't have been or anything like that, dude. You know,
that would totally be us if we were trying to make a movie.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the only one that's allowed to do that is what's his name from Studio 666.
That too.
No, everybody very solid acting. I'll give it an A.
Right, like I would say probably maybe the worst one was like the roommate's girlfriend, but at the same time, she makes you hate her so much. I'm gonna say she's a great actor at that point. Like,
she was also seriously cute too.
Yes, she was. I'm not gonna say that if I was not her boyfriend, I also would have folded. Like, damn it, my weakness. You knew. They always know. All right. That takes us to cinematography. I'm going to have to agree with Brody on this one. Wasn't much of anything. It's kind of what we've seen. It's close up of gore and shit like that, which is, that's what you need. But, and I like the way they kind of did the hold the hell because it was very simple, but still effective. Like, what's, some shit's going on, obviously.
Right.
So. Mm-hmm. Premise.
Oh yeah.
I'm down for anything horror Christmas, dude. So the fact that it gave us a horror Christmas movie, now we got another like one to throw in rotation. So perfect.
Yeah.
And it's good because like you don't have to watch 1 and 2 before, just like you could just watch this one and be like, okay, that's it. And you're good to go.
You know what the weird part is? You literally could, if you wanted to, though, you could literally watch like 1 and 2 in October because they're both set around Halloween.
Right.
Those two are. Mm-hmm. And then this one you watch now. You know, it's a great way to do it.
You give it that month buffer a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. All right. Was the climax satisfying?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes, but it made me want more. So it's a.
That's why I'm saying no. I think it left it unresolved and too wide open.
Okay. First initial viewing, theater wise.
Okay, yes.
No. I was very upset. I was like, what? That's how it ends? We're not getting anything else? What the fuck, dude? Like, I was kind of pissed off, actually.
Kind of like the ending of it. Kind of like Infinity War.
No, but I love the ending of Infinity War.
So did I.
That was one where I was just pissed. You know what? I can understand it. And I think I like that one. So not to go on a tangent on this by any means, but I feel like I have to now. I like that one because out of any Marvel movie up to that point, we never got an ending like that, dude. And it was so drastically different. And that's real world shit. Mm-hmm. Like we've talked about that in numerous horror movies that we've done, man, where it's like, yo, dude, a happy ending sometimes is nice to have. But sometimes you need that unfortunate, sad, possibly realistic ending. Shit doesn't always fucking work out. Mm-hmm. And
So
Yeah,
and there's-
so like that's dude, I love that shit, dude.
yeah. So
Same.
I would say I was opposite theater for this. I was, but now that we talked about it here, it just makes me go, "Oh, I need more tomorrow, not a year from now."
But okay, so I'm opposite. Theater, I was mad. Second viewing, I was more accepting of it because I already knew it.
You already, yeah.
So I was just more like, no, that's a good way because now we're just like we're gonna change the landscape up. We're adding all this extra fucking lore. We're gonna like get this finalized fucking like crazy battle potentially between heaven and hell or something, good versus evil, however you want to fucking say it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I feel like I'm a 50-50. I don't really I guess if I'm gonna go off of my viewing info yesterday, I didn't mind it as much as the first time. So I'll have to just say that. That takes us to sorry, my notes kill off. I feel like we already know this. Recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, reseal, or reshelf. Reseal.
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind.
Yeah, rewind this for sure. All right, let's rate this motherfucker. So I got my calculator up. Brody gave it a 4 point. I put it in here already. I think it was a 4.4.
Yes, 4.4.
Scoobs gave it a 4.8. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Monet, what do you got for me, brother?
I'm literally going just one higher than Scoobs at a 4.9.
Wow.
Only because, like I said, the ending left me going, I need answers tomorrow, not a year from now.
Okay.
So I 4.9.
Chad Daddy.
Well, I mean, I do enjoy the movie, but I'm really not the world's biggest Terrifier fan.
Okay.
That's fair.
Like, I mean, I'll watch them once in a while. It's not something I watch on a repeat basis. It's not like classic 80s horror like I will watch Friday.
I get you. Yeah.
Over and over again.
That's fair.
So I'm going 3.8.
Hey, that's solid. Okay.
Yeah.
3.8. And so it's weird, man. Like I can't go as high as Bob or Scoobs. Unfortunately. I really wish I remember what I gave Terrifier 2. Because I feel like that kind of fucks with me. Because if I'm going to say personally, I still like Terrifier 2 better. That's just me. Even though, yeah, the Clown Cafe scene and all that other fucking bullshit aside, it's just, I don't know. It has a way more like satisfying ending and all that other kind of shit to it to me. That being said, I do love my Terrifier. But I would not throw this on repeat like I would be like, yo, I'm going to throw on the Friday 13th fucking series and just let it fucking spin.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not to say that I don't love it. It's just, I don't know. This level of gore and everything, I can't just have it in the background when my family's just doing shit.
Same.
That's kind of where I'm kind of coming from on that. Where this is like, I have to be down in my fucking dungeon basement watching it by myself like a weirdo. Not that my wife would watch it, but still, kid, all that other good shit. So I think for me, the gore was fucking solid. The story's getting better. You kind of gave me a little bit of blue balls at the end, but we know it's going to have some really good fruition. I think I'm going to go with Brody, man. I'm going to give it a 4.4.
All right. Solid.
So that gives us a 4.46, 4.5.
All
right. Give me 1 second here.
Scuba, you got a 4.5 if you're listening, buddy.
I will give you Scuba's final score here in just a second.
Hey, all right. Well, in the meantime, while Chad Daddy is doing that, we have our last pick of the year next week, which will be my pick. And that is one that I have talked about on this show for a fucking long time. And I don't know why. Because it's always like I can't remember the fucking title. I only remember like certain little like one or two fucking scenes. And that will be the 2006 movie of Altered. And this was directed by the director of Blair Witch Project.
Okay,
This
so
should be interesting.
Scoob's final score for the year is 3.76,
Solid. All
which
right.
puts him in a solid third place, as I predicted.
Hey, look at that.
That's
Perfect.
pretty good.
Perfect. But yeah, so Altered 2006, it's a B movie. I'm going to tell you straight out so that way you guys can, you're not expecting too much going in. From what I remember, it's been a long fucking time, dude, and you guys know my memory gets hazy. It had some solid gore for how cheap it was, and I feel like it was a cool like concept and idea. We'll see if my memory fucking serves me well on that.
We're gonna find out, brother.
But it looks like, unfortunately, you can find this everywhere, but it is for rent specifically.
That's
so
fine.
just to let you all know, but that will be our last pick of the year. And then we will see where Brody and I end up as for top place. So, man, crazy, dude. We're already fucking one whole year down again.
Right.
Yeah.
But
say that again.
On the flip side, I'm very excited for our next year's lineup, dude.
Yeah,
Same.
next year's lineup's going to be good.
It's I like that we're really dipping into the in more. I think that was a good call on your part there, Chad Daddy, for sure.
I'm glad you guys
Because
like that.
Well, it's going to give us those are definitely going to be the palate cleansers, dude. For like some horror, man, especially when you're talking like,
Dude, we're getting like the Naked Gun.
And you're right, Naked Gun.
Naked Gun's gonna be a big palate cleanser.
Your Highness, dude, is ridiculous. Fucking, what else did we have on there? Scooby Doo on zombie. Well, I mean, I guess that's horror, but still,
American Pie's on there.
American Pie, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? Like, we're gonna fucking review American Pie. All right. Once again, best death pie. Jim's cum sock. Oh, that's right. Alrighty. Well, I think that is that time for us to call it. We don't need to do nerd news. We're well past 2 hours. So
yeah.
Bob, if you want to start us off, brother.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amone, saying Merry Christmas. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, and enjoy time with your family and opening those presents. Make someone smile. Also, like, share, subscribe us. Please tell your friends and family. It would be a great Christmas present to us. And enjoy your Christmas. Love you guys. We'll see you next Monday.
Word, brother. This is your dark lit of knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying join us next week for Altered. And everybody have a happy, safe, Merry Christmas. And make sure you spend it with your ho-ho-hos.
Hey.
And I am your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. Like the boys said, you know where to find us. You know how to share us. If you could do that, we'd love you for it and severely appreciate it. Other than that, I also want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a solid time, however you celebrate. And yeah, join us next week for 2006 Altered. We're going to go mid-2000s style. This is going to be interesting, dude. So get the long white sleeves and then the t-shirt over top ready, bro, because we're fucking doing this shit. And other than that, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Santa Claus is coming up your butt.